also these young sons.
Right.
These young sons are bad in the
Oh no,
precepts.
them little ones. Them little ones who only want to be a prophet. They don't want to be no rapper. They're like, Mama, I'm a prophet. You like,
And they got to realize that the young are sponges.
Yeah.
So whatever they see in front of them, they're gonna take in. They're gonna take in, and they're gonna learn it, and they're gonna prosper at this thing and push it further.
Hey, there's those young Jews. Some of them ask better questions than grown men.
Yeah.
Got me like, wait a minute, because here's on the way home, my son said, Dad, Bishop brought out, the order, Christ, the 12 apostles. He was like, so what about the 24 elders or the 12 apostles within the 24 elders? I'm like, bruh.
That's a great question.
Went to Micah 5 and 5, explained it, the principal men. He was like, oh, okay, now I get it. I'm like, what the hell, yo?
Hey.
So and it's not just him, but there's a group in that age, the 10 to
They're sponges.
the 10
10 to
16,
17
They on
years old.
Clubhouse. reading.
Them Jews.
And they're vicious.
Man.
They
I
on it.
pray,
They on it right
they
now.
all stay in the spirit.
You know what's
pray
so
they do.
wonderful about that is because we can see the initiation process of the men of valor and they graduate. And so they're making a big deal of that, like our enemies, right? But what about the initiations into the gang culture, for example? This is the initiation into righteous manhood. Versus being initiated into a gang. So those young men that are out there in the world that can see this and can see father figures and all of you righteous men, those are the examples. So that way, these young men, they have something to look up to. So that way they don't have to go that route. So that's why it's important, I think, to be able to show that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, they don't make a big deal about gang initiation.
Can we get a quick script about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
John 13 and 15. John 13. Let's see what Jesus says. Sweet, cuddly Jesus, right?
Cuddly Jesus.
John chapter 13, verse 15.
Bring it out.
For I have given you an example.
See that Christ left us an example. Just as we on this earth right now with the Spirit of the Lord, we are those examples.
Right.
You understand? For the young to follow in our footsteps now. Read it again.
For I have given you an example. That ye should do as I have done to you.
So we followed the example of Christ.
Right.
So with us following the example of Christ, the young are looking up to us. They're not going to be baby daddies.
Right.
They're not going to be selling drugs. You never hear on the news about some Israelites shooting up the block, spinning the block. You don't hear about that. It's all Christians. You understand? Our young don't do that. Why? Because they don't see the examples of a drug dealer.
Right.
It's not a benefit to their lives. You understand? But the media will push that all on their phones, all in their social media, their TikTok and all that. That kind of lifestyle to them. You understand? To the unrepentant of our people. And what happens? They become drug dealers, baby daddies. They try and hump on everything moving. You understand? But the example that Jesus set, that's the example that our people are supposed to follow. Even down to the young. Yeah,
And remember, Christ was in the temple at a young age,
right?
Reasoning in the scriptures. So you have some children that would much rather be somewhere else than be in the sanctuary with the saints. Much rather be somewhere else. So they're not following that example that Cap is bringing out. The example is, listen, his parents was looking for him. Mary just was looking for Christ. Like, yo, where is he?
I'm about my daddy business.
He's like, yo, I'm about my father's business. And that's the example that the young people today should be following. It shouldn't be the gang culture that was mentioned. It shouldn't be those type of initiations. You should be following Christ's example. So how the hell vocab so mad?
Well, they're all mad. That's why they're not broadcasting in media. For example, the declaration and marches and things like that. Because those young people, and I think that the video and media team, they're doing such a great job. I like the back shots of the young people that are watching, the inspiration and the awe that they see of superheroes like live in effect. So that's like really beautiful to see.
You know my favorite one?
I remember real quick. I remember Captain Benz. I think it was last year. Captain Ben Zion went to. They had a march
In the spirit.
and he's gonna say the same thing.
Favorite one.
Yeah.
That young man was walking. Bro, he was walking with the men. He left his friends because they didn't want to go, and he marched with the men. And I think that was so powerful for that imagery's sake. Like you don't see.
Hey, Cap, I think I was in New Orleans. I think maybe it was me and Captain Aurier. I think you went to the other camp with Captain Shem. There's a sister. We was teaching at camp. The sister had a young, like 6-year-old, and she was a single mother. We're teaching them. The young man left his mama and came around and stood on the pulpit with us.
I remember that. Yes.
He stood on the pulpit with us while the brother was bringing out, like, oh, damn, this is... You know what I'm saying? And his mama just, she kept walking back and forth, but she knew her son was safe with her.
Yeah.
She stood on the pulpit, was happy. You could see a different change in his spirit just being around men.
Hey, you know what's so heavy though, Cap?
Damn,
just like what we were saying, the young man that left his friends. Many are called.
You were chosen, bro.
Yeah.
You know, in the spirit, it's gonna connect with you. So it's a blessing, bro.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think, especially Mother Shamar can attest to this. I don't think we even know the full impact yet.
Right.
You know, I'm sure many years ago when you and Bishop came in, at that time you didn't know this.
No. No. And you know, Bishop and I, as this truth has grown, you know, I remember when we were back at 12 Tribes and that whole thing about the split and stuff. I remember Bishop said in front of all these like leaders and stuff, he said, me and my wife, we out. We gonna build, the Lord's gonna use us. We gonna build. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Where we gonna go? But the Lord used him, and he literally was prophesying this movement. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just
He be having to tuck back in the old memory bank.
Literally, he said that, and Bishop Kanai, he knows because he was there at the time, and so he's a man that followed his calling from the Lord. But you know, it takes a lot, you know, for a man to really, just like our forefathers, Abraham, when he was called, he had to go. Isaac, you know, so there's different things. So, you know, when you don't know who you're dealing with in the spirit realm, so you've got to just be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? So I always think about that when I'm talking to my Lord, when I'm talking to my son, when I'm talking to you men. You just don't know who you're addressing in the spirit.
All praises.
Dang.
And do we got any of those videos? I like those.
But the promo?
Nah, when Bishop was in the street teaching. Remember,
it was just him and
who was that?
Well, it was
Deacon Ike.
Yes, well, those man. All praise to the Most High.
One of my favorite promos, and I tell my Lord, and one brings me to tears, is the one, and I asked him, it was just yesterday, as a matter of fact, was it ad-libbed or not? The one where he says, well, one man can't do it alone, and you can see his face, and then there's all this crowd behind him.
You can find that one. You can find that one.
Woo, just to, like, because that's how it started. A lot of people don't know that Bishop used to do his whole beat. He used to do the videos, he did the artwork, he did the editing, he did the promos, he did all that by himself as one man. And then the Lord through the Spirit brought all these other creatives in. But that one touches me the most because, and he said that one man cannot do it alone. It's because of all of you that really helped to bring this forward. And so I am so proud. Every time I see brothers, I'm like, I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm always saying that because it does take an army, you know, the Lord's army to get this work done. So it's amazing.
Yeah, glory to Most High, man.
It's
Give the Lord a round of applause.
Hey, Christ didn't do it alone. Christ had 12 apostles. You know? So all praises.
Do y'all ever sit around, Mother Shamar, you and the bishop, and ever just think like, is this what it was supposed to be, or is like does it?
We you know, I think as a husband and wife, you always have your moments, but there's sometimes where Bishop is sleeping and I'm looking at him like, who are you?
Right.
Who exactly are you? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that those are type of things. But yeah, it's, you know, he even says himself, he didn't imagine it to be this, but who knows what the Lord has in store for any one of us, right?
Right.
But when you're called, you have to do the mission that you were called to do. And then I think that's important. For me, as his wife, it was to support him in his journey to do what he was called to do. And initially, I didn't really understand what it was, but then as I began to grow myself, I understood, okay, well, my purpose is to help him to get his job done.
Message.
And so
we can't go past that.
I'm sorry.
Can't go past that. So you said initially you didn't understand it.
Initially, I did not understand it. I was afraid a lot and scared a lot. But then the scriptures will help you. It says, whose daughters you are, as long as you do well without any fear and amazement. So there have been hills, peaks and valleys and different things like that over the years. But I think that once I start to learn my purpose, and obviously through the bishop explaining to me and saying to me, really, that if you weren't made to help me, the Lord would not have chosen you for me. And I was like,
Dang.
Okay, so now, now, and I mean, it was very like, okay, get it together, because you are my wife. The Lord would not have chosen you for me if you did not have what it took to help me on this journey. And so because of that, and through encouragement and teaching and things like that, I have learned to, and continue to learn, to fulfill my my role. It's not an overnight process, because if you were ordained to be together from the beginning,
there you go.
Then there's a purpose for you in your Lord's walk. And this is not to go on a tangent, but that really is true. And so I knew as he was beginning this journey and gathering the flock of God, how can he do that if women of God are not in order and they needed to be put in order? So then I said to myself, okay, so how can I help him help those men to get themselves in order? And that's how this whole DOS thing and all that came into story. Because he told me, he said, listen, if you don't do it, the Lord will push you out the way and have somebody else do it. And I was just like, okay. Bishop does not play games with me when it comes to the work of the Lord. He just does it. So it is what it is.
I remember when you had told, we was all sitting around and you was talking about that, about when you came to a resolve of yourself. Mm-hmm. Like you just sat there, you was crying, and you was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. Yeah. And like you had a talk to yourself, and then
I think that every, and this is with the Day of Atonement that's coming, and I'm going to be doing a Titus 2 on that. I think that everybody, when the scriptures talk about self-examination, people, they don't want to take accountability for their own BS. Right. And so as women, this is my favorite time. This is my favorite time of year. The Day of Atonement, Feast of Tabernacles, you have to really bear down. And the way that I look at the Day of Atonement is that it is a gift from God. Every year we go through this whole recycling of purging out sins and asking for forgiveness and all that till we get it right, until Christ comes. And so you really got to examine yourself to feel worthy enough to even get that, and to appreciate the gift of atonement every single year.
Get a fresh start every single year.
How she made it sound so easy though?
It's not.
I know. I mean, because the answer that you gave was very simplistic. To if you weren't chosen for me, if you didn't have what it take, you wouldn't have been chosen to be with me.
My Lord told me that.
Right. I understand. I understand. I was just saying that, but that answer to it is very simplistic. It's not.
It doesn't compute for everybody.
Like.
It don't compute.
Like you think, like sometimes trying to keep commandments, and we think so much about, and I know I'm just saying, and I don't know nobody like how to be in the truth. Like I gotta move a certain way, or I gotta say my shalom and do it like this particular way. But sometimes it's a very simplistic approach.
Meaning. The serving of the Lord should be a natural thing,
not grievous.
It shouldn't be something that you have to put that much thought into, except when you're going into new ventures to take the truth to another level. Right. But your day to day, whether it be submission to your Lord, us submitting to the Lord, that should be literally an easy thing to do.
Yeah, it should. But here's the problem too. Here's one problem with brothers and sisters in the truth. Like I'll give you an example. Last night we were speaking to a brother.
Yes.
He misunderstood something from a brother from 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Yes.
Doesn't say nothing as far as, hey, give me a little clarity on what you said. No, you hold it for 2 years, say nothing, the bitterness grows, then you come back in the body, You leave,
Yeah.
you hit in and out all of a sudden. You come back in the body. Everybody see the spirit on you that you bitter, but now you're in denial.
Yep.
Yeah.
You understand? Just
Right.
because of misunderstandings, simple misunderstanding.
Yeah.
That's how you make this truth grievous.
A lot of brothers that have that spirit and sisters. It remind me of Smokey in the chicken coop.
What?
Remember the movie Friday?
Friday.
Okay.
Remember when they get asking, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "What?
You're a bird brain.
What? You don't. What it is? You don't see the spirit on you. Everybody else sees the spirit. Everybody's telling you, "Yo, bro, what's going on with you?"
And he's denying it.
And it's like I don't get it. What do you see? What?
There's nothing wrong with me.
So we the
nobody
crazy
did nothing to
You
me.
smoking Sherm in the damn chicken coop like Smokey.
There's 10 of us looking at the booger on your nose, and we telling you something on your nose, bro. No, I'm straight.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is, though?
Hey,
Listen, I think it's that people don't find joy in the offices that they do too.
Damn.
Ooh.
You know, if you find why you're doing something and make you love it, you want to do it more.
Yeah,
I found
absolutely.
like offices I love to do, and I'm happy to be there for it. But people don't find the love in doing.
You know, it's funny. Week before last, when I was here, I forgot what we were doing, but Hanana, you know, she came out, she bounced, like literally skipping. What the hell? I was like, what the hell is going on? She was like, I'm going to one of my favorite offices. I said, what? She was like, fundraising. Like, did a whole thing.
It's a party outside. I love it.
It's
They
kind of
do
like
be turned up. I ain't gonna lie.
it's kind of like what Mother Shamar said. What the bishop told her, if you didn't have what it take, you wouldn't have been chosen.
Right.
And sometimes, even like what you said in your office, you have to kind of take that simply. If I didn't have what it takes to do this, I would not have been asked
Why
to
were
do
you
it.
chosen?
Right. Why was I even chosen
And
to?
you know, this is
So you
just
mean that's like the brothers that's on security that try to get off and get on IT?
Damn.
Oh.
Bring it out.
But
Not,
this
so not asked. Yeah, 'cause right.
that.
There's a difference between being asked to be on IT and now you're trying to
Get on IT.
force yourself onto
Yeah,
IT.
This goes back to what the bishop's class last night about the parable, right? Is that everybody you're given that talent, right?
Right.
And what do you do with it, right? And some people are unhappy in their roles, like you were talking about, and then they hide it. They hide their talent, but it's about exchanging of the gifts and so forth. So if you know how to like be a good hospitality is really good, you know, security, all those different things, hosting, you know, talking, various gifts. We should all be able to share those things, especially among sisters, so that way we could have the spirit, you know, of our righteous foremothers like that.
Hey, look at this. See, a brother in the comments says, I'm not holding any grudges, but I'm still bitter.
Oh, he trying to let it go, Cal. He trying to let it out.
Okay,
It's okay, bro. Let it out. Zoom in. Zoom in.
Hey, that ain't even the brother either.
Share your trauma, brother.
Zoom in, bro.
That
I
ain't
have
even
a
the brother.
question.
Wow.
Okay, what's the difference between an adult and a child?
What kind of
Age.
question is that?
Age.
No, I'm talking about with the
Age.
holding grudges thing.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Children are able to get over
they
it.
get over
yes,
it.
I don't.
Children are able to get over it.
You supposed
Yeah,
to be
adults
an
hold
adult.
grudges.
So what?
Yeah.
That's a conversation.
You ever seen that video of that little girl say, y'all tell us to be friends, but y'all be fighting. Why don't y'all do everything y'all tell us to do? You never saw that video of
Yes,
that
I've
little...
seen it.
I remember as a kid, you know, you get into something with one of the kids on the block.
Y'all got,
And-
yeah.
And you try to be mad,
But you
but
can't.
by the next day,
Y'all gonna see each other on the playground again.
At least the fight
you be
the
like,
next day.
man, let me borrow your bike.
At least get the fight out the way.
Come on, let's go. You know, you don't as a child, as a kid, you don't hold. Y'all literally
Right.
fight.
And then be best friends. That's your partner.
Next day, y'all run.
Y'all
up and
got
down
nowhere
the
to
street
run.
together. Yep.
Y'all on the same streets.
Yep.
That's
yep,
that
yep,
1
yep.
Corinthians 14. Be ye with malice, be children.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, let's
the
get-
children.
let's get there. Let's get there.
1 Corinthians 14 and 20.
For the brother who just said he doesn't hold grudges, but he's still
He's still
bitter.
bitter.
He's still bitter.
Come on, zoom in, bro.
First, tell us about your trauma, bro.
We'll help you.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 20. Brethren, be not children in understanding. Howbeit in malice be ye children.
Damn.
But in understanding be men.
That's it right
Listen.
there.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
it.
bad script.
That's a bad
That's it.
script.
right.
Imagine we all practice that right here.
That's
Wow.
heavy. That's a good one.
If we all practice that, where would we be today?
Right.
No murders.
You wouldn't have no traitors amongst us, no betrayals. No dumb niggas making videos. Even here making videos. Some of y'all wives wouldn't be making videos. You understand? We would be that nation, man. But because we don't practice these things, and because we still got the spirits on us, the bitter spirit, that's what you get. You get the evil speak. They speak evil of dignities, like Bishop brought out last night. That's what you get. Why? Because we have no understanding. Our people don't have no understanding. We're very natural. And we're still in that natural man state.
And we try to get them to understand it, they still don't want it. Like the pastors y'all met with.
Oh God!
Oh, God!
Wow!
Before we get there, Kat, can we look at Hebrews 12 and 16 real quick?
That was
about
horrible.
that bitter
That
spirit.
was very horrible.
Hey, listen. I just finished watching it last night on the way home.
The whole thing.
It was bad.
Oh, it was
bad.
horrible.
I really think after we met with them, they went home and made some chitlins.
Eat
I
your
really
pig
think so.
booty like groceries.
Right.
It was on the pot when they came. They was like, we gotta get back to this.
But that clip of the pastor staggering in drunk.
Yes, I've been drinking.
What time were y'all there?
I've been drinking.
We was already about 35 minutes in.
No. What time of day was it?
It was about 6:35.
6:30 in the evening.
6.
Yes.
So the sun was still out.
Yes.
It wasn't
the sun was out. We
He
started at
walked in and
6.
said, "I've been drinking."
Yeah, 6:35. Yeah.
Drunk.
And then I'm gonna tell you what's so bad about that nigga right
That was
there.
terrible.
As soon as he sat down, he started running his damn mouth. He didn't say hello, my name is Pastor, whatever. He just started running. Hey, what the hell going on here? What you mean the Sabbath day? We got to keep the Sabbath on Saturday.
wow.
As soon as he sat down, he was offended.
He felt the spirit in the room.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
felt the spirit. He felt the spirit of God.
But you know, you offend people. Just you just.
All praises.
Captain already looked like he was done.
But you know what's
Over
funny?
the whole
That's what we told the pastor in the beginning. Look, the word. Sometimes the word is offensive. The truth is offensive. So whatever we set the standard from the beginning. We're gonna back up all our words by this. They all agree.
Hey, it's scary though.
It's very scary.
It's scary. You got to just thank the Lord that He removed the spiritual scales off
From
your
us.
lives.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Real
you,
talk.
because these brothers, they hate the word. I can't say that.
Hey.
They hate it.
Kat, we asked the brothers. We said, what did the Lord do? What did Moses do with the children of Israel
Right.
in Egypt? You know what they said? I don't know.
Right.
What?
And these are pastors.
These are
Right.
men leading people's lives.
Right.
So,
Real talk.
So
Real
the
talk.
main pastor, he told Officer Joel when they went to his church last week that he didn't know enough. So he was going to invite neighboring pastors from other churches. So these are multiple pastors over various churches
Right.
in Atlanta.
Well, he said he didn't know enough to
To
sit
talk
down and
It
talk.
was
have a
bad.
conversation.
It was bad. It was bad.
Sounds fun.
Hey, listen,
Very bad.
y'all Christian pastors getting exposed, man.
Absolutely.
Over with.
Left and right.
Boy, it over with, boy. Boy, it over with for them.
Hey, you came in.
Wow.
Came in. This is the setting. You come in. Bibles lined up.
Yes.
All the way down.
On y'all side.
On our side.
On y'all side.
Their side,
Nothing.
twiddling of the thumb. 10, 11 scriptures come out. 2 that they paraphrased on their side.
That's sad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Horrible.
It was bad.
It's no different than what's the dude that was on the show?
Jesse Lee
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Right, same
Right.
thing. It's the
He
same
said, I
thing.
don't believe in the
He
Bible.
said he don't believe. He's a pastor.
Right.
Yeah.
He said he don't believe in the Bible.
And he said it proudly.
Yeah.
Proudly.
Because after he got off the show with us, he went and passed it at his event.
Y'all pulling down all those strongholds.
Bruh,
All
listen,
of them.
listen.
Wow.
all it, and matter of fact, Alicia, that's a good segue into our first video. Yep, he looked at me crazy, right? Yes. The brother from Africa.
Yeah,
what's the name?
Yeah.
But go ahead. 12, Hebrews 12 and 16.
16, yeah.
That's what Cap called.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16.
Start at 15.
Yes, sir. Verse 15. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you.
So guess what? If you still got that bitterness in you, right? Let's say you have an issue with a brother or a sister. You don't like what they said to you, or you took something the wrong way. You hold on to that bitterness. You don't correct it. You don't say, hey, you don't pull them to the side. Hey, I didn't understand what you meant back there. I'm kind of offended. Then now you can have a conversation as a grown adult and fix it with your brother or your sister. But what does Israel do? Now we hold it, but we see each other every Sabbath, break bread with them, right? And then say shalom.
The hell is this?
And keep it moving. Don't say nothing about the issue that you may have, because guess what? They may not have an issue with you. The issue is on you to fix whatever's in your spirit now. Read that again.
Yes, sir. Verse 15. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you.
Any root of bitterness springing up trouble. Jump to 14. That's what I really want.
Verse 14. Follow peace with all men.
See that? It says follow peace with all men. That includes fixing your issues that you may have with a brother or sister. Not seeing them on the Sabbath and shaloming them and breaking bread with them, and you got issues with them. Or waiting for Day of Atonement to fix it. Y'all know how y'all do come Day of Atonement.
The hell is this?
What's the speech? If I've done, they put the post up. If I've done anything to offend any of you,
My
please
bad.
forgive me. Like, you don't know if you offended somebody.
It's like a pretext. What they call it? The auto generated.
It's copy and paste. It's copy and paste.
Absolutely.
Read that part again.
Follow peace with all men.
And
holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord.
You got that bitterness. You ain't getting no kingdom. That's it. You about to lose the kingdom. So fix it.
All right. Hey, real quick, Matthew 5:22. Matthew 5, verse 22.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hell fire.
So not only does it tell you about being angry with your brother, but it tells you there's certain things that you can think about your brother that you will turn into, and you think and turns into words, then eventually turns into actions, right? Go ahead.
Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar.
So then you want to bring gifts, altar praise to the Lord, right? Go ahead.
And there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee.
But then you remember there's an issue between you and a brother. So you go to the Lord, you forget the issue with you and your brother, and you go straight to the Lord to deal with the Lord with your transgressions, right? Go ahead.
Leave there thy gift before the altar and go thy way. First, be reconciled to thy brother.
Now, this is written in red. This is Christ. Christ says your first order of business is to make it right with that brother. So there's brothers, like you may mention, Kat, that come every Sabbath and say shalom. But you've been holding a grudge for multiple years. So what is your reasoning for coming to the sanctuary on the Sabbaths and the new moons, praising the Lord in song and dance and enjoying yourself and breaking bread and all of that? Why are you even doing that when you haven't even tried to make it right with your brother as the commandment of Christ, commandment of the Lord in Leviticus 19? It all says the same thing. Go ahead.
And then come and offer.
Christ says, until you make it right with your brother, don't even come to the altar.
Hey, Cap, and that's what's so hard for us. Because remember, we were just read in 1 Corinthians 14.
Right.
Be in malice, be ye children.
Right.
Damn. Not holding no damn grudge.
Hey, I like what Lemuel said. You wait for the Day of Atonement to get right. Well, what if you don't make the Day of Atonement?
Damn.
Right there. Everybody, I want to wait till the Day of Atonement. No. Fix it.
The scripture, I'm sorry. The scripture says that when I was a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. And so you have to think of it like children are very easy to forgive and different things, but you got to put on your grown up, mind to be able to forgive like a child. There has to be that level of understanding.
And I think when you go speak to people and try to correct things, when you go speak to people, try to correct things, they jump to the defense. Like,
everybody's
I
going
defense.
I agree.
As soon as you get ready to speak to them.
100% corrects this. Yes. It's always defense and never really considering what the person just said to you. You have to consider it because they might have a valid point that you bugged the hell out. It's a valid point, very valid point. Hey, so we were just talking about the certain matters that go on in the sanctuaries, right? And how the religious belief system, does something to us spiritually, like the church that you went to.
Yes.
Every week we watch the prophets go to these churches and deal with these pastors, and it's the same theme every single week. You don't know the Bible. The Spirit of God is not dealing with you. It's the spirit of Satan.
Hey, Cat.
I like the inflection.
Man.
Me too.
And they swore they was in the spirit of the Lord.
It's crazy.
No scripture I could give them could show them that they was not in the spirit of the Lord. Even though the scriptures showed them that they were not in the spirit, they refused.
The blind leading the blind.
Yeah,
Hey, powerful niggardry at work here.
But it's scary.
Yeah.
It's freaking scary, man. To be a reprobate is scary. As you all should look at that as being as something to be feared.
Right.
Becoming a reprobate. Real talk.
Hey, go back a little bit. Hit the back button just a little bit, couple seconds. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, play it.
Zimbabwe, I felt so proud as an African. But you know what?
Hey, this is Wold.
Why are we still using
Wold,
colonial text?
Pause it.
This is Wold Maya's YouTube page. He's also known as Mr. Ghana Baby. He travels all over Africa, and he shows the beauty, the infrastructure of Africa. It's very informative, and he interviews people that's in various countries. And this sister, if you remember, we did a segment on her. She used to be the prime
minister of
Zimbabwe.
I think it's Zimbabwe. I believe it's Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. She was a part of the African Council,
African Union.
Very, very, very prominent sister. Very important.
If you remember, she was lobbying for France for the African nations to stop paying France. Remember, she brought out about France and the other European countries receiving $500 billion annually from Africa and not paying it back. They put it in the stock market, the money grows, and it never gets reciprocated back to the countries that is stolen from.
Right. Hit that back button one more time, Officer Lisha.
Went to Great Zimbabwe, I felt so proud as an African. But you know what though? We could start with our history books. Why are we still using colonial textbooks in 2022? You see what I'm saying? They used the books, the educational system, to brainwash us. It's going to take the educational system to undo the damage. But I'll tell you, the place where they need to really take responsibility is religion.
She said something right there.
She said something.
She said the place they really need to take responsibility is in religion. I agree 100%.
I'm sorry, Cap.
Go ahead, Cap.
Captain Ori is my witness. Listen, with that religious stuff that she brought out, I gotta go back to these pastors, man. The final straw that made the pastor get up, he said, do y'all love white people?
Right. Oh boy.
And we said,
He didn't ask about Chinese?
No.
East Indians?
No.
Japanese?
No. He said, do y'all love white people? We said, we too busy loving our people. He said, no, this is too much for me. He got up and walked on.
Yeah.
It was
Said this is over.
You don't love. He said, but you gotta love your neighbor. And he went like this. That includes white people. It's on camera, Cap.
The way that he just did that was something out of
It's on the camera. I'm telling you,
like a cartoon character.
Oh man.
he was like you know who the pastor remind me of is
Oh boy, off of the Django.
No, the Tyler Perry.
Oh
TV
yeah,
show.
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown.
Yes. Yeah, you know what that? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's listen, our people are very indoctrinated.
Right.
And it just goes to show that this thing is witchcraft.
Yes.
This thing is heavy. It may be heavier than we really realize.
Because you got to think of the process of us gaining Christianity. It was through brute force. So we're living out the traumas that were forced upon us. So the traumas that they beat into us, we now regurgitate it as if it's some found osmosis that the Lord gave us. It was beaten into you.
And defended now.
But that's why, because if it was beaten into you, you're willing to beat anybody that tries to take it from you.
Right.
Look, I took a good ass whipping for this right here. And you gonna try to tell me it's something different? No.
I'm gonna ride this Christianity to the womb.
I was thinking about this one day. I was thinking about that one day. Like, the ones who got the beat into, they're gone. They're not sitting here saying, I got beat for this. It's that marination process that went on for hundreds of years. Like, it's stewed into some, like the scriptures say, sear it with a hot iron. That thing is stewed in
It's the monkey experiment, right?
Yep.
Yes, remember that?
It's the monkey experiment.
Somebody put the monkeys in the room and they wet one, whatever. And you think about it, you're like, you wasn't even beat. You wasn't even the one who was hung up and saw nobody burned for Christianity. You just believe it for whatever reason, just because it just was reinforced.
And with that, I remember too, traumas are passed through
It's a
in generations, but
Epigenetic.
Yes, epigenetics. If a woman is with child, whatever trauma she suffers, the child also suffers as well.
Damn.
So when that child is born, it already born with a fearful spirit.
Right.
Because mom was always fearful and getting beat and traumatized and all that.
And then the learned behavior that comes with, like, oh, if I know they kidnapping at 9, then you start bringing your kids in at, like, that starts. Well, we was talking about it yesterday, the positive and negative reinforcement. You know, when we think of negative reinforcement, we think of something negative happening, like what we could say, oh, you got punched, that's negative reinforcement. No, that's actually positive reinforcement. I gave you a punch, so I reinforced what I wanted through the punch positively. Like,
oh damn,
that's what positive reinforcement is. So negative reinforcement is
everybody getting punched going forward.
That's how they train the professional boxers and different, like, to be really good, like the boxers and those that fight like kickboxing and things like that, to look at it like a positive rather than a negative, so that way you're able, the force, like the force. Like, if you think Black Panther, remember when she said
she would hit him and
and you have that amount of force back. But I just think that it's important for the men as they go out and teach, they're casting down imaginations, like how difficult it is right now for you to go out, and the forces that you are encountering, you've got to be able to cast down those imaginations, those strongholds with the Bible, because all of the efforts that have gone in hundreds and hundreds of years for our people to be this destroyed. And so you know that it would take a phenomenon like the uprising of the nation to be able to do that, because we're really destroyed as a people.
You know, hey, Mama, what I like what you said is that was actually something Deacon Ithon said. He said, for you men that go to camp, if you're not going out there upset by the atrocities that happen to your people, there's no reason really that you should be out there.
So you'll be almost
to be able to switch, like you said, that force, you should be hitting that back. So yeah, that's an excellent point. Excellent point.
Hey, brothers, there's a ringing in the.
We good now?
We're good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Go back a few seconds and play that video. Finish playing that video.
Damn church.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
The educational system to undo the damage. But I'll tell you, the place where they need to really take responsibility is religion. It is religion that was used to brainwash the African.
Stop.
And it's going to take.
And just so y'all know, that was Africa.
They got cars?
Yeah, they got skyscrapers.
Say word.
Infrastructure, yes, that was Africa. Go back a second. Hit it one more time back. Go ahead.
It is religion that was used to brainwash the African. And it's going to take religion to also undo it. Yeah. Why do we go into a church and see a white Jesus Christ?
That's right.
We all know Jesus Christ was a black man.
Damn.
That's a fact. In fact, I like to say Jesus Christ was an African diaspora. Born in the Middle East, grew up in Egypt. That's the definition of an African diaspora. I mean, let's face it.
That comes to my next question. What is the main function of a...
Stop. So, you notice how, though she is 100% correct, but it still gets laughed off.
I was thinking
Yes.
Right. It's still made comical, like, oh yeah, let's laugh about it, ha ha ha, because ultimately they're talking about colonialism, and how a false image is imprinted in everyone's mind.
Right.
But those who imprinted that false image is still in power.
Right.
So even though they can speak about a fact, they still have to make it lighthearted because they know the video will get taken down.
Right.
Authorities will be at their house. IRS will start auditing them out of the blue.
All of a sudden.
You know, stuff like that. So that's all of our people. The only ones that's telling you with all seriousness and austerity that Christ is a black man is the Israelites.
That's right.
That's it. Without no fear, like you said, Kat, without no fear, we're going to tell you what God says. We are unapologetically biblical.
Damn.
Period. Yeah. Finish that. Was that it?
And when she mentions the Middle East, there is no Middle East. That's created by the white man.
Right.
They created that Suez Canal.
Right.
Okay, to separate Africa, the continent, from what's called the Middle East today. That is made up. That is Northeast Africa.
Right. And you know what? I never knew that until the truth.
Me either.
Yeah.
Me either.
Never knew anything about it. I might have heard about the Suez Canal, but you don't think about the deeper meaning of why it was created. They'll tell you it's so ships can get from the Indian
exactly
Ocean
what
over.
we were taught.
And you're like,
that's what you think about.
They show you the levels of how it's broken down, all that. They never explain the why. And so all those years you spend in college, like I took art history class, but never really interested in it. Imagine if you learned art history now, knowing what art history is. You know what I mean? You go to Europe, you don't even know what you're looking at. You think, pretty buildings, you know, nice paintings. But what we were really looking at was our culture. What a waste, right?
And that goes back to what she said in the beginning, as far as it's going to take the education system to change it, because they indoctrinate the kids. We grew up with that indoctrination. Then we're broken. Now it takes time to fix us, and by that time, the next group of children coming up, they're getting that same indoctrination. So it's going to take somebody to change that.
Right, because you made mention about we go to Europe and look at the pretty building, but I remember Bishop Nathaniel, Captain Oshaya, when they went to the Netherlands, they showed all the black images and coat of arms on top of the buildings, and I'm like,
it was there all along.
All along. You don't know what to look for because you're just looking at the architecture, not seeing your foreparents indicated on top of the buildings because the money came from the Congo when it built, all of that stuff, man. We were ruling Europe, and that the coat of arms is still there right in front of you. You know?
And there are some places that have never seen like dark-skinned people. Like if you go to some of these, they're staring at you like they're like they actually exist. They're looking at you, particularly black men, like gods, because they see you in the relics, but they've never seen you in person.
Dang, that's crazy.
Going to school, I thought the Dark Ages was when everyone was sick. That's what they told me in college.
Black plague.
Everyone was sick.
Yeah,
Black
plague.
Instead of us being in rulership.
Oh, and we did that, huh?
That's right.
Everyone was sick.
We were the evil ones that made everybody die.
Yeah, we did get blamed for that. We got blamed for the Black Plague. Yes, sir. Yes,
we got a Zoom call.
Oh, that's yummy.
Y'all want to take Zoom call or finish? Y'all want to take the Zoom call?
No, that's it.
Hey, you ready for the Zoom call? Hey, Shalom caller, what's your name, question, or comment? Shalom, you can hear us? Shalom,
Yes,
what's your name, question, or comment?
I'm to bring out a scripture. A memorial blowing
What's
of
your name?
trumpets.
He want to bring out a scripture. That's
What's
his
your name?
Brother Josiah.
Brother Josiah?
From where?
How old are you, man? Where you from?
IUIC Chi-Town.
I'm from Chicago.
11 years old.
Chi-Town. 9 years old?
11 years old.
Oh, 11 years old. Okay.
11 years old, he want to bring out the scriptures.
All praise.
That's
All
right.
praise.
All praise to the Most High. What scripture you want, Josiah?
Leviticus 23 and 24.
All praises.
All praise.
I better put some respect on my baby.
Hey,
That's right.
Right now, you got some apologetics mad as hell.
Look at the young
Josiah.
man, y'all. Look at the young man trying to about to prophesy. All praise.
Yep.
Go ahead, brother. Heman, go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 23,
Go
verse
ahead,
24.
Josiah, you read it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 24. No, 23. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, in the 7th month. We cannot explain it. Can I explain it as I read it?
Continue to read. Finish reading it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 24. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, the first day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, memorial blowing of trumpets, in holy convocation.
That's right. That's right. So you
All praise.
So we want to salute you and all Israel and have a happy memorial blowing of trumpets, man. You got your trumpet
horn?
with you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Uh-oh.
Get his trumpet. Blow it up the
Hey.
man.
Now imagine what are the unrepentant 11-year-olds learning and doing right now?
He in Chi-Town.
Yeah, he's in Chi-Town.
11-year-old. Matter of fact, we showed that video of I think it was
there
in
you
Chi-
go.
Go on, blow his horn.
Go ahead, get going.
Blow that
your
horn, bro.
All praise.
All
All
praise to the
the
Most
ones
High.
we had in that horn.
You all
That's my man right
right.
there. My man
You
Josiah
all
about
right.
to pass out. He's like, ooh. I blew that horn too much. All praise.
Dizzy.
Hey,
all praise. Thank you for your
we
call,
did that
brother.
video. Remember, it was the young brother who snuck all the guns, and his friends snuck the guns in school.
Oh, in school, yeah, in the gym.
Like that's what those young kids are doing, man. Go ahead, Cap B.
Hey, so Josiah. Do you can buy today, Josiah? Do you can buy anything today?
You buy nothing. No sale. No work. We can't cook.
That's right. Hey, he know more than your pastor. He know more than a bunch of pastors right now.
In verse 25, it says, ye shall not do no servile work during it, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
You all right, bro.
So he knows
That's
no
my man right
working
here, man.
on the Lord's memorial of blowing
Yes,
trumpets.
sir.
Hey, Josiah, thank you for calling in, bruh.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of young men that your age that definitely need that that visual to see that they're brothers and sisters your age that are in this truth and
Right,
that are sincere. Lord's will.
You know what's so heavy?
Hey.
There's a lot of young men your age right now with drool coming out their mouth in the bed, and you're watching PSR trying to get
That's
the
right.
spirit.
Good
moving.
talk, good talk.
That's
Hey,
right.
Josiah, which tribe you from, man? What's what?
Look at that shit.
Judah!
Hey, come on,
He thought that Benji shirt. They thought they had one with that Benji shirt. They thought they had one.
Hey, Josiah.
That's a Jamaican shirt. That ain't no Benji shirt. That's a Jamaican shirt.
Hold on. Hey, Josiah.
Damn.
Hey,
I
Josiah.
thought so too. That's fine.
Josiah, let them know we got love for Benji, man.
Hey,
Let them know we got love
Hey,
for
bye.
Benji.
That's a good way to let them get you on the show as soon as you want to say, hey.
I feel betrayed right now.
Hey, Fame Benji, and then holla Judah.
Hey,
Man.
hey, by the way, I'm Judah till tomorrow.
Ah, you Benjamin.
After last night's class, yeah. I think I'm gonna roll with Judah
Okay.
for another 24 hours.
You and Captain Shemaiah Benjamin.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Calling y'all out.
That man
You and
got
Captain
energy.
Shemaiah Benjamin.
All right, Josiah, thank you for calling.
All right, bro. You all right? You got bro. Do your thing.
Shalom.
That's
Shalom.
All
That's
praise.
because
All
All
praise to the
praise.
Most
All
High.
praise to the Most High.
Hey, that right there should strengthen brothers
Yeah.
and sisters' faith as
That's
well.
right. That's
These
right.
babies coming in, man.
Yeah, 'cause we got some grievous
Edifying.
ones have to come in the body, and they don't act like that.
Right.
It was one yesterday. We was like, boy, why your auntie keep forcing you to come here? We had to tell her, man, take that damn weed sweater off. What you think you
The
at?
weed sweater.
Oh, got the leaves on it?
Br-
Oh, it
big
smell like
big
weed.
old weed embroidered on the. I said, yo, and she brought you here.
with that.
What? He like, bro, why he want to walk in with his headphones on? He like, bro, officer said, take that damn headphones off. Where you think you at? We don't do that here. Bro, said it was on his ass.
All praise. All praise.
I was like, bro, why y'all bring these children here grievous like that? They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to. But then you got young men like this.
Right.
You know, they in sincerity with it, but then you like.
Shout out to brother Josiah.
Leave his ass on home.
All them young men doing anything. All praises. So what we got? Oh, a commercial.
You got a minute.
Mama, you want to tell us something about?
We can do a lot of stuff in a minute.
Oh, whatever y'all want to get into.
Because last week we gonna hold a commercial, man. We gonna hold a commercial. I got backup this week.
From what?
Don't worry about all that. Listen,
Childhood
man.
trauma.
Last week there was some doctors going around about porridge and grits
And pinky
how
fingers.
good it is.
And fingers in the air.
Hey, we're gonna take a commercial on the back.
No, we're not taking no commercial, man.
And fingers in the
We're not
air.
taking no commercial right now. Last week y'all was trying to do me dirty.
Nah, we didn't try to do you dirty.
Y'all was trying to do me dirty about my little traumatic situations and all that.
Nah.
No, we've all had some food trauma.
Bring it out, Mama.
We've all had some food trauma.
I still got
I've
food.
never put
trauma.
my food behind no dang oven though.
I still
There's
got
certain
food trauma.
things that you just don't eat because of the way that you were raised.
Yeah.
Like I'm not necessarily a fan of oatmeal, but this it was the summer of 1975.
Play the music.
She remember the
Play
year.
the music.
It was the summer of 1975, and
It was a hot day. I remember that day like it was yesterday.
I'm
I
crying on
remember
the
like it
inside
was
right now
yesterday.
for my mama. I'm
And
crying
I'd
on
asked,
right now.
I went to the Piggly Wiggly store in South Carolina
you know
with my parents and my grandmother, and my father told me, don't ask your grandmother to buy you nothing. Right. So I go into the store and I ask for frosted wheat, you know, the one that tastes like cardboard.
Yes.
And
With the gray on it?
Yes, well, only on one side.
Yeah.
And so my father said, don't ask for that because you're not gonna like it. So then I asked for it, and then you get it home, and with the milk, and I put it into my mouth,
You're
and
like,
I said,
hell
no, that's nasty. Oh, absolutely not. And my father said that was what I was gonna have for breakfast for the entire summer. So
So
this
they bought
day,
more?
No, that same box.
She had to finish it.
I had to finish.
Oh yeah, I was
And
wondering. I
I
was like,
did
wait, you
not.
finished the box and
Nope,
they made you?
I did not. That I had, as a matter of fact, I had to eat that for breakfast for the entire
Oh,
summer.
now you
and I
understand,
didn't
bro?
finish
Nah,
the box.
this ain't about you right now.
And I didn't finish the box. And when the summer was over, my father brought that same box back to New York, and I had to finish it
'Cause
there.
he told you don't ask
because
for
he
nothing.
told me not to ask for nothing. So to this day, when I look at that box,
So-
I will not eat
So,
it.
Nah.
I will not eat
Mama,
it.
you understand where I'm coming
I can
from.
understand the childhood trauma. We all have food traumas. So
Yeah.
we were joking about certain things that you will not eat. Like that, I will not eat. Now, all of us know about. Now, someone asked, "What tribe am I from?" Right. So now, I am from Judah. Okay, I am from Judah. So I grew up on some grits.
Mama.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
He
Tell him grits good,
he
Mama.
don't want to talk about that part.
Let it go to commercial.
He ain't gonna bump on you. Tell him grits good.
Listen. I want to
go to commercial.
So, you want to go to commercial real quick, but the food quality, and we can probably take this in transition to what Captain Shemaiah wants to talk about. The food quality is not now what it used to be. What it used to be. So I pulled this up, and it said grits are made from ground corn, typically from less sweet, starchy varieties, often referred to as dent corn. Grits can be made either from yellow or white corn and are often labeled accordingly. Now, everybody cannot make grits. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Everybody cannot
Right.
make porridge.
Wow.
Everybody
Right.
cannot make oatmeal.
Wow.
Okay. I'm sorry that you have been traumatized. I too have been traumatized.
Wow.
I can feel your pain.
No,
I
you
said,
trying
but
to get some problem, bro. Don't do that.
Mama.
But grits and porridge
stop.
is the same thing.
But it's the same. Listen, we all have slave food.
Hold up, mama.
Thank you.
Say it again.
Thank you. You
Have
can't tell
slave
Benji.
One more time.
Hold
We
up.
all have slave food.
Wow.
You can't tell Benji nothing. Oh Lord, what they be saying?
Mama, I'm not saying nothing about that, but I'm just saying, right? What substance do you get from grits?
You get
Well,
porridge.
so I'm going to tell. This is what I'm going to say: is that the substance, it's not made the same as it was back when I was growing. We're talking over 50 years ago, from when I was growing up.
Right.
The reason why we talk about slave food is because we didn't have, right. So if the tents of Judah raised up what? We had to sustain. Okay, it's battle, right? It's like battle, right?
My question is.
But I understand.
Mama,
I love
listen,
Benji
Mama,
food.
listen,
I love
hey.
Benji
Mama,
food.
I want to ask another question. Grits is porridge
Corn.
our food. That's what I want to ask. Grits is porridge our food.
it's porridge.
It's
It
the
cannot
same
be porridge.
thing. It's
So
the same
okay,
thing.
It's a thick-
hold up. If it's porridge, why do you put black pepper in it?
Because
Why
that's
do
how
you
they
put-
want their
What's wrong with
porridge.
Barnabas?
Why
put
put
cheese.
stop? Why they put egg inside?
They put
Stop.
chicken.
So
Black
what?
pepper.
And what?
Sugar. That's not
we
so-
eat
so-
our
hey,
grits
hold
how
on,
we
hold on,
want
hold on.
to.
Wait a minute, wait.
No,
Hey, wait a minute.
what I'm
Everybody don't
seeing,
eat it
right?
like that.
Everybody doesn't eat it like
What
that.
I'm seeing.
Everybody
hold
doesn't
up,
eat it
stop.
like that.
Everybody doesn't eat it
What
like
I'm
that.
saying, you trying to put some substance to the grits because there is none.
No.
No.
Let me ask you a question, Barnaby.
He's just saying like why you just don't eat
What
it plain.
different types of porridge are there?
There's hominy
Grits
porridge.
is not porridge.
No, we're not saying. We're not
Grits cannot
saying.
be porridge.
We're not saying it is. We're
Oh
not
my
saying
God!
it is.
The
Can somebody
flavors.
call
It's
in?
all of
Grits
the
No,
cannot be
we're not
porridge.
saying. We're not
Flavor.
saying
Like
it is.
rice.
We're not saying that
Oh
it
my
is.
God.
It's
But
all
but
of the
Hey.
devil.
all of it.
He said it's all of the
Slave
devil.
And
food
potato
that was
salad.
made to sustain us,
Right,
right? So
right.
when I was growing up, my grandmother used to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning making the grits and sometimes porridge. She did and made porridge and she made oatmeal because that's
So that
all that we
means
And
that
now you
had.
grits
take
cannot be
hours to
porridge.
cook.
The
It's
grits
not
cannot be
the
porridge.
same.
Can you see that?
No.
My grandmother wake up in the morning, she make grits and make porridge. So grits cannot be porridge.
It was a,
It is porridge.
no. My
No.
grandma, I can't. That part I can't. I can't.
Grits
agree with
cannot
you
be
with.
porridge.
My
It's the
grandmother
same
made.
corn.
See that?
It's the,
This-
it's different consistency.
Right. It's, I mean, if they both corn.
Grits-
They both
Oh my
corn.
God.
One just ground down
Hey,
fine.
let's go to
Yes.
commercial break,
Can you
man.
call
No,
them
no, 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 no.
One is
Hold on, time out.
ground fine.
No, you ain't
I wanna
right.
stick there. Mama,
Hey.
you right.
Yeah,
Grits is different from porridge.
It is
okay?
because my
This
grandmother
guy,
had
this
two
Judah don't know
different.
nothing.
She
You
had
just eat.
Y'all tried to gang up with me
she
last
had,
week.
She had two different.
know.
Bring
she
it
had
out,
two
mama.
different pots. She had two different pots. She had
That's
two
what
different
it
pots.
is.
So, but we
Stop
would
trying to
not
go.
have
Hey, talk to that sister right there. Can you talk to the sister? beside
porridge.
you? Yes, tell her,
Porridge
right?
we would eat.
I'm
But we
talking
would
about
eat
Grits is
sometimes
porridge.
with like a. What does she make it with? Like
Fufu?
like a fufu or like something like
Oh,
that,
yeah,
and
like a
dip
bread
like a
kind of thing?
bread.
Oh, probably
Right,
hard-
right,
hard-
right.
probably
She would
hard-
make it with
hardo
like
bread.
cornbread.
Man.
With cornbread,
Oh
right?
my
Y'all was
God.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she do
See
that.
that?
Yeah, that's she had it
Okay.
with cornbread. We would dip it in and we would cornbread.
Oh,
and it would-
cornbread.
and back
Oh.
then there was no microwave, right? So you could eat it like cold.
Right.
When she would make the grits, for example, if there was leftover grits, then we would have it like for dinner also with like I'm not even I'm telling you
Yeah,
the
we was
truth. You would have
Y'all
it, but you would
tripping.
not
Yeah.
Put some
you would
gravy
not
in that
have
grits.
you would not have like liver or chicken or something like that
Right.
with the porridge. You would
Right,
have
right.
it with
With the
we'd
grits.
have it with the grits.
Oh,
you
you
would
see
not
that?
have it.
With the grits.
Now you know what I'm talking about, right?
No,
Look.
no, but no,
You.
No, I'm just saying how I was
All right.
raised. I'm just saying how I was raised.
Thank
It
you,
would not be.
Mama.
It was not the
Let's
same.
go to commercial.
All right, let's go to commercial
So
break,
all of you-
y'all.
I hope
Oh
it's a
my
food
God.
commercial.
Can I read?
Hey, shalom, Israel, Most High in Christ, blessed. We back. Got the Shemaiah.
Hey,
I'm storing that right in the
Wait a
back
minute,
of
hold
the
on.
little memory vault.
Okay.
Hey, we just lost speed,
something went
man.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Hey, wow.
The testimonies, Cap.
Yeah,
that's
some
coming out
revelations
today
is coming out right now.
They
Phenomenal,
healing
Cap.
prophets on PSA.
Hey.
When the camera off.
Even the prophets are getting healed today,
Yo,
bringing out
man.
the trauma. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
Hey, man.
Mom, I'm glad you on the show.
I'm sorry,
today,
Cap. I'm sorry, Cap.
Hey,
He needed that,
Hey,
Mother Smart. He
listen,
needed it. He didn't want to let that go
listen.
for
Tell the
years.
childhood story.
Listen,
Tell
I've
it.
known this brother. Cap, how long I know you? 5th grade?
Since we were 7.
5th grade.
7 years old.
11, I think it was 11.
11 years old.
Yeah, 5th grade. And Cap just said something.
Never known.
In all my years knowing this brother, he kept secret from me, man. I'm kind of offended right now. I'm feeling away, but I'm glad this is coming out. I'm glad this is coming out,
It's
man.
something that, you know how when you go to a psychiatrist, they'll do certain to trigger certain memories.
Exercise.
That happened to you?
Some exercise. Sometimes they have the hypnose. They'll hypnotize you. All type of stuff, right? So Mother Shamar was just talking, and it was a word she said that triggered.
Get the music ready, y'all. Get the
A
music ready.
traumatic memory.
Liver and onions.
Hey, where the music at, man? Where the music?
Oh Lord! Play that music, you're gonna lose your rank.
Yo, hey, come on, man.
Hey, listen.
So what was it, Cap? Say the word again. It
Liver
begins
and
with
sounds-
Say it with me, Cap. Say it with me.
The Lord loves lilies.
Hey,
The Lord loves lilies.
called the blood pack.
Woo.
Oh man.
Hey, listen, I can't even smell liver being cooked.
There it
man.
is.
Yo, we making. Somebody gotta make that next PSR.
All right, so
What
remember, stop the damn music, man. I'm not traumatized like Captain Messiah.
Nah, Cap, you gotta play that music because
I
it put
kid you not.
emphasis on it.
It's
Play
not
that music.
until Mother Shamar just mentioned the word liver. It was like.
So right now, you just threw up in your mouth a little bit.
Yeah. So I remember in little preschool, you know, the kids sit at the table and everybody got their little lunch trays, and I could not stand the smell of what it is they made. And I ate it and threw up all in my lunch plate. So
See, I didn't do all that.
So there's vomit going on, probably touching your plate over there.
Nah. I didn't do all that.
And you know, I'm young, so you know, I don't remember what transpired afterwards. But I remember as I grew up, my family, you know, Benji they cook liver.
Cook it, yeah.
And every time I smelled it, like, come to find out, I cannot eat liver. I cannot eat liver. So for years,
gosh, can we
So
stop talking
liver
about
and
liver?
onions over a plate of grits would just make you just spaz out.
Man.
See, y'all my trauma's nothing like that.
Just thinking about it.
Hey,
That would be delicious.
My trauma's nothing like that.
Liver?
no.
My,
And I put it so far to my
one
back
supposed
of
to
my
eat that
mind that it doesn't come forward until someone mentions the word. Then the throw up in the mouth starts again.
you get the wet
Damn,
mouth.
Cap.
No one supposed to eat that thing.
That sour taste in the back of your mouth. Liver?
I leave stuff half eaten because my mama used to
I
tell
can't
me
even
she's not gonna
smell
buy
it.
food because I eat everything, and then would tell me she not gonna buy food because I don't eat all the food. So now I just like eat like a half a box of cereal and leave the rest because I'm still scared that if I eat everything that I'm gonna get cussed out for eating all the food, and I buy it. And
I know how to make grits, obviously, Judicard, but I don't eat it that often. We don't eat it because it's really not as healthy for you because of the
Can I get a amen?
of the fine corn.
Right.
Corn in
Corn
general
is-
is really in general the way that they make
Monsanto.
it.
Please
say it
The
again.
way that corn, the way that they make it now, it's not
Right, it's been
really,
Monsanto.
It's not healthy for you now. It's
the
not the
GMO.
same. The GMOs, the way that corn actually is not really good.
Yeah,
for
because that's
us.
why they could cook it in 5 minutes now,
It's
where it
not,
used to take like.
yeah, it's
So why?
not. That it wasn't
Why?
even the same
Why the grits are white though? They make
because
from
they've
corn.
done
They
something.
done-
to
they
it.
bleached
They've
it.
done something
Hey,
to
Cap,
it.
the thing with the
Yeah.
rice.
That's
it's
why.
processed
That's
food.
why I can
Yeah.
say of the way that it was when
punch
I
me,
was
don't punch
when I
me.
was little. It's not the same now. They got instant grits. I mean, you know how to make it now, but it's not the same.
Right.
So this is a good segue into the segment on food.
Right.
Food.
Food.
Period.
Yeah. So, you know, we may mention a couple times that the food that's made today isn't the same as it was of old. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. You can taste it in the quality. You can taste it in the weight, the density, the taste. It's different.
Honey buns slick.
Yeah.
Remember when honey buns used to be good?
But here's
They call me honey bun.
This brother wants you to, man, listen. So, but here is something that, I can say myself, I did not know that this guy actually broke down. So play that video.
Are you ready to have your mind blown? Follow me down this rabbit hole. Everyone in the world is familiar with white rice. What most people don't know is that rice actually looks like this. Around a grain of rice is something called bran. That's the fiber. The white part is called the endosperm. We only eat the endosperm. Now let's look at wheat. Wheat looks like this. This is the wheat bran or fiber that we take off the wheat so that we can make products like this. Damn. Show me any carbohydrate in nature, and I will show you that God and Mother Nature intended that carbohydrate to be covered in fiber. What's this got to do with anything, right? Well, since 69% of us are overweight, since there's over 100 million of us that are either pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetic, since 1 out of 5 of us have irritable bowel syndrome and mental health problems related to it, and since heart disease is the #1 killer in the United States, this has a lot to do with everything. The white rice, the white bread, and the sugar all do the exact same thing. They cause a blood sugar spike and an insulin spike. Now, what's inside all this fiber that we're just throwing away? Let's read what the CDC says. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, fiber is your friend because it helps with blood sugar control and weight management. It can also lower your risk of heart disease and some cancers. Fiber is what helps control blood sugar. It also protects your heart. It lowers triglyceride and cholesterol levels, reducing risk of heart disease. Fiber also is amazing for digestive health, improves gut health, it reduces your risk of colon cancer, and fiber keeps you feeling full. It's extremely satiating, which helps with weight management. So if fiber helps with all these things, why is it being removed from everything? Damn. I recently did a video called Where Did All the Fiber Go? Showing that fiber is being removed from all the processed foods that we like in the grocery store. I want to be clear, this is not a commercial for Metamucil or Benefiber or some fiber you can find at Walmart. In fact, I've specifically done videos saying that I'm not a fan of those things because the research shows that you need diverse sources of soluble and insoluble fiber from plants in your diet in order to have the effects. So if you're going to supplement, you need the right kind of supplements, ones that are diverse. Our ancestors were eating roughly 100 grams of soluble and insoluble fiber every single day. And today, the average American adult eats about 15 grams per day. And coincidentally, only 12% of American adults are considered metabolically healthy. Now you might be wondering, why would they be taking the fiber out? If it does all these good things, why throw it away, right? When you take fiber out of food, it makes it much, much hard to fill up. So you eat and eat and eat and never get full and buy more of the product. Removing the fiber also drastically increases the shelf life. The good news is by adding more fiber back into your diet, amazing things can happen. I've done videos on women and men with all kinds of health problems. Wow. And I've even documented my own journey.
Wow, that's good stuff right there, man. That's good stuff.
So they seasoned the food.
Right.
Shall eat the foul food. They season all the food.
They whitewash the food.
That's what I mean. They season Bojay the food.
Damn.
Wow. Ezekiel chapter 4. Yeah, these devils.
Yeah, Ezekiel 4. Wow. And these are the things we're not educated on.
No, not at all. And
like I said, I mean, we you kind of grow up, like you just mentioned the brand cereal. You kind of always hear, eat your brand, eat your wheat, to because you need it, but
you never
to this level. No.
Or why? They never tell you why.
Yeah.
The way we raise our kids too. I remember I think I was maybe in 4th grade. My dad came home one day. He took all the white bread and threw it in the trash. He's like, "This is the bread we eating from now on." Yeah. And for the first month, we like, woo! It was brown bread. But now, bread. I can't eat white bread. It's like paste in my mouth. But he changed that for us.
Yeah. There's this bread, the Petridge Farm with
the oat one with the seeds and stuff in it.
Oh yeah,
that bread is fire.
Yeah, especially when they hit that heat,
grain.
toast him up.
That bread fire.
Yes,
it got all kind of nuggets and nougats and oats on
sunflower
top of that
seeds, and
some of them got protein in it.
Yeah.
But they cost more too.
Yes, they cost more.
And that's what we focus on morally because we normally don't have enough just to get. We don't buy the quality because we don't have the funds, but we should sacrifice certain things in order to get the quality.
And they
We
made
really
it that
should.
way.
Yes.
They made it that
Me
way.
and Officer Asa was in the store last week, and I was like, I wanted some bread, but trying to lose the weight, so I'm gonna buy this keto bread. You go look at the keto bread. The keto bread costs like $6 for 4 or 8 buns, something like regular, but it's like $6. You look, it's like 6 ingredients on this thing.
Yep.
Like 40 calories on this bread. You go pick up the dollar,
The Wonder Bread.
great value bread or whatever.
99 cents.
Great value.
Right. 100, like something like 160
grams of carbs.
calories
Yeah.
for one bun and
Ingredients you can't
Zansism gum, whatever. And I'm like, why wouldn't you just make the bread the right way the first time? This 5-6 ingredient bread tell you wheat, water, flour, this
It's
all
shelf life.
Hey, get that Ezekiel 4, and then I want to jump to chapter 16 after that.
Yes, sir. Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles.
You see that thing right there? So just going right into what we said, and Mama, that's heavy. You said the shelf life factor. These products, brothers and sisters, swear they're saving a buck, but you're actually just shortening your lifespan.
Damn.
Right.
technically you are saving some money because you're gonna be dead.
No.
Facts.
You're not saving any money because that money that you're saving to eat unhealthy, the doctor's going to get that money.
There you go.
That's who's going to get that money.
Facts.
So it's telling you all the food you consume, even down now we know even down to the more expensive brands, that is also defiled too because of the things that they use. What do they say? It's a specific amount that they allow of certain
the bugs.
bugs and things like
bugs to
that
get into
that
all
actually
that.
incorporated in that. So brothers and sisters, you can do your Publix, you can do your Whole Foods and whatnot, but God says all manner of food in this captivity is defiled. But that does not mean that you can take the preventative measures to make sure you are eating a little better.
Right. Facts.
The best of the defiled.
Jump to 16 and 27.
Yes. Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 27. Behold, therefore I have stretched out my hand over thee, and have diminished thine ordinary food.
Hold on. Whoa. The Lord said he's diminished our ordinary food. So the fact that rice comes a certain way, we're giving, what is he called, the middle part again? What part?
The
endosperm.
endosperm.
We're only giving the endosperm of the wheat, the endosperm of the rice. That's ordinary food that is now diminished down to endosperm. The brand is taken away, give us all kind of gut health problems, all kind of other issues. That's what God says. God is so angry with us, he allows Esau to diminish regular food that grows from the earth.
Hey, but
Go
you
ahead.
got to think of it like this also. With the food industry, it's also connected with the
Health.
industry, the pharmacies, the doctors, the World Health Organization. I got a book called Medical Mafia, and it goes into how they're all interconnected. So they know, well, we're gonna do this we're gonna strip the food down to the bare minimum. It's not gonna be nutritious to the people to the consumers. They're gonna get unhealthy, and we're gonna get paid based on our the people being unhealthy. They're gonna have heart disease, hypertension, gout, different ailments based on the food that they are consuming because it's stripped. So it's listen, the food industry and the World Health Organization, they're not there to make sure you live healthy. They are there to turn a profit.
That's it. At any cost.
At any cost.
At any cost.
You know what's so heavy too? If y'all look at it, and I was looking up, just looking at it, you notice in Walmart predominantly are people. You don't see the elites shopping.
Oh hell
no.
But
You
they
don't
got
see them. I'm like, where do they get their food? You don't even see them at Whole Foods or Publix. You don't see them. The other thing is with the EBT that comes out that brothers and sisters receive or assistance, it's only a set amount. These devils are smart, where they will price their food knowing that you can't go and get the creme de la creme, the healthy stuff. It's going to take the majority of your resources off that card. So our people are, well, you're forced to end up getting the junk food, the top ramen, Kool-Aid, things of that nature, to be able to, it looks big because they all come packaged big, but yet and still it's not healthy.
We about quantity, not quality.
You know how much that rice costs? That one rice that he was saying, that's the dark color rice?
Wild rice.
$4 a cup.
Yep. What's that? Wild rice?
$4 a cup. I know because I was trying to following behind Officer Ira talking about Dr. CB eat alkaline, and I went and was buying that whole grain rice. I was like, boy, $4 for one cup of. You crazy?
So the amount of work they take to get that endosperm out.
Yep.
You would think that's harder and would be more expensive because that's more work put into it.
Right.
That's
right.
We was literally talking about that when we was reading
instead of
this
keeping
yesterday.
the rice, the way it just came out of the ground.
Like you went extra.
That's cheaper.
You went extra to be evil.
Wow.
like you did more work to be evil.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, didn't the Clintons do that to Haiti?
Yes.
They
They took away their rice production,
and they got to get it imported back white rice.
Yep.
But how we talking about the shopping here in America, right? Overseas is not like that. I just dropped this telegram where this black woman was like, "Come shopping with me."
Oh, in the Netherlands.
No, I don't know where she was, but the grocery stores overseas is absolutely more healthier. Like all their fruits and vegetables are locally grown. When you go in there, you actually to get orange juice, they have set up and you literally juice your own juice. That's what this is right here.
And some of the foods over here are illegal over
Yes.
there.
You can't feed nobody turpentine and TSP paint thinners.
Like we talking about bread, you literally, it's like a machine. And this was I was over there in 97. And it was like that then. You literally go up there and your bread is baked fresh.
Yeah.
You get baked fresh bread and you chop it yourself. It's not like
Can I
here.
discuss that?
It was like that when we went to Israel. So we coming down, you thinking you're gonna eat something like Americanized.
Yeah.
Vegetables, salads of all types, tomatoes.
Was everybody fat?
Bread, like you said, no.
Even they McDonald's and Burger Kings and stuff is different over there from over here.
But then they eat smaller portions because, like what the man said, if you eating rice, you're not gonna eat that much up because you full. Whereas they said we just eating. So they.
I remember when you mentioned Israel, you think breakfast is waffles and pancakes and stuff. They didn't have any of that.
Nope.
They had the same breakfast bar like you would have in any, like a buffet style. But the entire buffet was various types of salads,
cheese,
fresh baked bread. It was all types of fruit variations. Like it was literally a whole breakfast bar of greenery.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, what the hell?
They say America's the fattest, the obesest
Absolutely.
country in the world.
Yeah, we're gonna play it. But that's why this is the land of confusion. That's why this is Babylon. Because things that aren't food are deemed food here. We're confused. Everything that they impose here is not according to as God has ordained it. It's harder for them to strip the rice and sell it cheaper than just leave it as is. So everything is confusing here. You got men that think they're women that think they're men, and it's all normalized. The food is not what it is. You find out. I remember Bishop and I did a class a couple months back about the orange juice.
Oh, that was some heavy
stuff.
Yeah.
Lord.
That messed me up.
So everything is confusion here. Every single thing.
I got one more for you before you play it. So they strip the wheat, take all of the fiber off of it, and then they add back duck and human hair instead of the fiber that comes with it.
And what do you mean?
And bread. Yeah, it's called L16.
L16.
It's human and duck. It's duck feathers and human hair.
Why?
Like why did you go out your way to strip this down and now you gotta add hair to the food? Like, what sense does
What is the point of that?
Niggas just evil, bro. He can't help it. That nigga can't help it.
That's remember Christ, the Lord said not to understand the ways of the wicked.
Yeah.
I think it's in Sirach. We're not supposed to go into that because we'll never get it.
Remember Mother Shamar said that last time she was here. If you try to understand them wicked, don't try. It's gonna make you crazy.
It's gonna make you crazy. Go ahead, play it.
Go ahead. Yeah, play it.
Get up right now. Let's go grocery shop in Germany.
Man, that's nice.
You want some juice? You finna work for
This is a
it.
pineapple machine, and it actually cuts up the pineapple for you. Choose if you want this or this. That's what we're going with. Put it in here. Oh my God.
Fresh pineapple.
You got Del Monte over here, just you know.
And that can with mad juice.
Mad sugar.
It's just sugar,
Mad sugar. Right.
Wow.
That's nice.
That is nice.
You shouldn't hook in these.
That was in Germany.
And ice with limes in it.
And look at the prices. The prices are not
crazy.
Yeah.
The eggs aren't refrigerated.
It shouldn't be.
Because they fresh.
Right, they shouldn't be, yeah.
Eggs should not be
So
refrigerated.
now pause it.
Hold on.
Because they strip the outside off the egg just like the rice. Just like the rice.
Fresh eggs are supposed to be
They're not supposed to be
out.
Say it again.
at all.
Because we grew up with them on the counter. We
Yeah,
grew up with
that's
them on
what
the
Sonia
counter.
Abbey
hanging
said.
basket.
You don't have to. You
grew
don't
up
have
with
to
it on
put
the
real
counter.
eggs in the refrigerator.
No.
They'll stay out there for months.
For months.
So the eggs we got right now from Walmart,
They're stripped down and painted white.
If we leave them out the fridge, what happens?
They're gonna
You
spoil.
finna smell something.
Yeah.
Why?
I
Smell
gotta
like
tell you about
something in
another
here.
trauma.
Because they don't.
blood
Took,
inside.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you about another trauma.
You
Okay,
think about
Because
that.
of what?
They've taken the whatever the outside is.
It's a
Have you ever
protective
seen
coat.
natural eggs?
Yep.
Natural
They
eggs
brown.
are
They
brown.
brown.
Or
Yes.
blue
I'll-
or something
So
crazy.
all eggs are brown.
No, they some of them
Yeah.
blue.
Various
Blue,
colors.
they
Some are
different
blue,
Various
colors, but they're
some are
not
darker
white.
black.
They're
I
not
never
white.
seen
They're
a blue
not
egg.
white.
I never
Right.
seen a blue
They're
egg.
not white.
So no eggs come out white.
No.
They're seizure budget eggs.
No, that's
Yes.
they see
So
the
they
egg.
whitewashing my eggs too.
They
Yeah.
whitewash the egg.
They strip the egg
Yes.
down and then paint it white.
So that
Hey.
summer
No,
of
they don't paint it white,
1975,
but they-
I
They
went
paint 'em white.
to the chicken coop.
You saw it yourself.
I went to my grandmother said, "Go to the chicken coop and go get eggs." So me and my sister go into the chicken coop and go get eggs, and the big rooster was like that,
Popping them out.
But what was attacking us? So we come out now. True story. I did not know that when you crack open an egg that is really from the fresh. It is not. It is different. The color
Right, the
is
color is-
different.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
shocked.
So what was the color?
It was like a bright
yellow.
It
Yes.
was a bright yellow. I was
Yep.
like, what? It looks like it's like a red
Almost
orange.
red.
I was about to say, yeah, it's orange.
It's bright.
Can we pull that up?
It's bright. What we get now is not the same.
And it
It's-
tastes different.
And it
Look.
tastes different.
Look.
I was
They're
scared
all
to
right.
eat it because
So-
my grandmother said, "Go and get it,
Yep.
rinse it off, and then crack it open." When
Yeah.
that thing cracked open and I saw the color of it, I was
Whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa.
"Whoa!"
So when you rinsed it off, what color was it?
It was like
the
a-
same color.
Yeah,
Almost,
no,
but it was
you-
like
you
a
just-
dark,
it's a
like a
brown.
dark
Yeah, you just
brown,
rinsing
like
the
you just rinsing off the dirt.
the
So
the,
when
the,
you-
the
when
body
they
juice.
go
The birthing
to
canal
the
juice.
Yeah, birth canal
when you
juice.
cracked the egg,
See the little
you
blue
said it was a
eggs?
different color.
Yeah.
It was a different
It was
color.
like
The
a
yolk
rich,
was
rich-
the yolk
right,
was
yeah.
a different color. So back then,
Nah,
the
them
chicken
Easter
No,
eggs.
not
now,
it. That's
we
not
ain't
it.
no
That's
natural
fake.
eggs. We want
Natural
That's
natural
fake.
eggs.
That's those brown eggs are
Natural
fake. That's
eggs.
not
Yeah,
it.
the
They not-
chicken coop was kind of like
Country eggs.
adjacent
Put in country
to
eggs.
where the pig pen was. Like I'm country,
Yeah.
so there's
There
different
it is right there,
nutrients
Mama.
and different
That's it
things
right
that was
there.
there.
That
That's
orange.
it
That's
right
it.
there.
Oh, okay,
That's
I've
it.
seen that
Oh
before.
man, that's
Yeah.
exactly it. I was scared. Like, what is that?
Like a rich orange kind of.
All right.
Hey,
so
you-
one time,
Play the music.
Play the
y'all.
music.
Yeah, bro, eggs
know-
brought
you
another
know-
trauma.
Bring it out, Cap.
you know when you take your eggs out of the carton and the little slots in your refrigerator?
Yeah.
So one time my wife was cleaning the refrigerator, right? So she, there was eggs in there. So she said, "Let me take the eggs out and, wipe it out and all that stuff." And she broke one of the eggs in there, and there was a little chicken in it.
Oh,
Oh, it turned.
I ain't eat eggs for about 2 years after that because I thought all my eggs had little chickens in it.
wow.
Hey, but that goes.
They didn't
That
take
goes.
away.
But that goes back. Even you see the eggs today, brothers and sisters, cook eggs. A lot of salt, a lot of pepper. Those
Yes.
eggs, you don't have to see. I'm telling you, you don't really have to season those eggs.
So that's the benefit from growing up in the country.
Or like an island or something.
Yeah, we were
on
talking
the
about that.
island,
Our
yeah.
kids don't know about that.
No.
Now, and when I was younger, I was like, why I got to go to the outhouse? Where's the bathroom? Where's the, all that. But I'm glad that I had that upbringing. So you're not spoiled.
Right,
so I know what it's like to be in a house with no indoor toilet.
Right,
You know what I'm
yeah, me
saying?
too.
I know what it's like to have to go to an outhouse. You know what I'm saying?
You come next summer, it's a tree right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
See, I never when I in my grandfather's farm in Jamaica, I never dealt with the chickens because they weren't in coops. They
was
would
free range.
They would
yeah.
just run around, so you couldn't catch them. So I ain't never seen
them
one
with
of
a
their
mop stick.
eggs. And how he had the hog that you mentioned, he had I mentioned it before. He had a huge hog, like a damn dinosaur.
Compactor.
Yes.
And he was a trash compactor. So when they eat
That's
the green
exact- that's
bananas
right.
and peel the
That's right.
potatoes and all
Yeah.
that,
You didn't
they dump
just
it over
throw it in the
there.
garbage.
Yeah,
You put it
they
right
throw
in
it
there.
the hog pen. They eat all of that stuff.
Or the dogs eat it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's why I
Yeah,
love it.
but for all of y'all that like you Cap, for all of y'all grew up in the South, man, a lot of y'all learned some life experiences that you can't really pay for. People pay Esau to teach them that stuff. Literally now, and that's stuff that we should cherish.
But we used to go. For me, I'm the baby, so I remember we used to go to my Aunt Nina's house like about 2 weeks out of the year, out of the summer, and my brothers be like, "Oh, I want to go." To me, I was having fun because you had to take a bath in the like the tub, and then go in the outhouse. She was on. Her house is built on stacks.
Yep.
So I would love to go up under there. My brothers was mad as hell because they had to work, because it was no. Well, she had electricity, but it was no like real running water. You had to go to the well and pump it out, all that stuff. And I was just thinking about that like the other day. Like, I wonder who got that.
Yeah, our generation was the last one,
Yes,
I think, to have to deal with that.
I think her kids sold it. Like, it was crazy.
I didn't like Grandpa's house because I was like the only, because in Jamaica country, one house here, the next one's like 2 miles away, so there was no other kids, grandparents. I'm looking at them, they looking at me like this little American nigga.
Damn. You ain't gonna run out.
Hey, but
you ain't had no cousins,
But I'm saying, right?
Yeah, you just had the house by yourself.
Far away, yeah.
But I'm saying, the real eggs. You understand? You know those rooster what make nights in the morning?
Yeah.
Those are the real eggs.
Yep.
Any other eggs is just farm raised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's mass.
You ain't gonna get the real
produced.
substance from the egg card. The egg when you pour out the white, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
The white and you blend it with like, you understand, a dragon. Those are the things that give men.
What's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
A dragon.
You don't know.
The drink.
Cause remember we used to use Guinness, right? So let me say the Guinness. So the next one with the red, those things give you
vitality.
Yeah,
like a tonic or stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, my buddy of mine from Suriname used to make them, but he would take like a Guinness, and sometimes he would put like either some sweet cream and an egg and blend it up, and he'd be like,
"That's a
tonic."
tonic.
He'd be like, "I want to give your wife something." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Drink this. You're gonna give your wife something." One of them.
Right.
Can we read some of this?
Judah don't know that. Judah know about
Front end lift.
We'll take the call first. Or?
That's not gigs.
Yeah.
That was gigawatt.
You ready for the call? Hey, shalom caller. What's your name, question, or comment? Shalom caller. What's your name, question, or comment? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Shalom.
How you doing,
My
brother?
name is Soldier Josiah from the Chicago camp.
Hey,
Shalom, soldier.
Yeah, shalom.
What's your question or comment?
Yeah, I just want to say happy.
You all right?
You all right? You awake?
Nervous?
Yes, sir. I think I'm getting enough feedback.
Okay, all right.
That's a delay.
What's your question or comment, brother?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say happy new moon to Captain Shemaiah, Captain Amaziah, Captain Barnabas, Captain Aria, Mother Shemaiah, sisters.
All right, bro. Shalom.
All right. You sure you all right, bro? I don't know, man.
I'll hit you back.
Go put some water on your face, man. All right, what's your comment? What's your comment, brother?
Yeah, yes, sir. I just.
It's a delay.
It's set up too big, bro. You should have used the phone.
Dragon style.
Yeah, I just want to say I agree with Captain Barnabas because when I came here, we had an instance where we was talking about grits and
porridge
and cornmeal. Yeah, so.
Damn, your internet slow, bro.
God.
Damn.
Are we still talking? Yeah, you should just use the phone, bro.
Hey, yeah. Hey, call back on your phone. Call back on your phone.
On the phone?
Yeah. Zoom in. Zoom from your phone, all right?
Who the hell put?
Yeah, I'm getting a very late delay. Yeah, it's very late delay.
Yes, sir. Call back. Call back. All right. Shalom. Thank you, new guy. Thank you. We appreciate you, bro.
Hey, let's go to that article.
Ultra-processed foods linked to heart disease, cancer, and death, studies show.
Damn.
Like 4 days
so
ago.
there's processed food and there's ultra-processed food.
Ultra-processed, yeah.
You know what they add to? They have a new cereal for the kids. When you pour the milk on it, it turns into chicken.
Turn to what?
Put it up there, find it, put it up there.
Turn into what?
Huh?
Chicken.
The shape of a chicken.
The shape of a chicken or chicken?
Turn it to chicken. The sister was saying it healthy, and when we dig up the ingredients, listen, it's a killer for the kids. It give them migraine. You know what I'm saying? For really make
No, it's seriously turn into real chicken?
Yeah, that's what it is. Put it up there, find it.
Hold on,
new cereal, I forgot what it named.
Let's finish this first. Let's finish this.
Yeah.
And then somebody find that and send it to Officer Lisha.
The food we eat can play a much greater role in health and longevity than many people may realize. In fact, previous research suggests that 1 in 5 deaths around the world could be prevented by improving diet.
1 in 5.
Wow.
Now, 2 new studies recently published in the journal The BMJ examined the effects of ultra-processed foods on certain health conditions.
Wow.
In one study, researchers from Tufts University found that a diet high in ultra-processed foods increases the risk for colorectal cancer in men. Colorectal cancer in men. Another study from a research team at IRCCS, Rome, in Pozzoli, Italy, says that adults with the lowest quality diet and highest ultra-processed food consumption have an increased risk for heart disease and all-cause mortality.
Damn, go ahead.
What are ultra-processed foods? Ultra-processed foods are a category of the novel food classification system designed by researchers from the Center for Epidemiological Studies in Health and Nutrition at the School of Public Health at the University of Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Sao Paulo,
Brazil. The Nova system classified foods into 4 different groups.
Come on.
Group 1, unprocessed or minimally processed foods. Group 2, processed culinary ingredients, oils, fats, salt, and sugar. Group 3, processed foods. Group 4, ultra-processed foods. Ultra-processed foods include products made in an industrial setting from ingredients that are mostly or entirely made in a laboratory or extracted from foods. In general.
Hold on. So it's not actual food, but it's something manufactured in a laboratory.
The hell is this?
And that's why they give it those long, exorbitant names. So
we don't know what the hell
we don't know what. Like you mentioned, the bread had
L-cysteine.
Xanthan gum.
What the hell is a xanthan gum?
And why is it there?
Wow. And you know what?
Okay.
Our phones, this society being high beat has made us ultra lazy. Because you made mention, Sister Iona, in Germany, how they make the bread fresh in front of you, right? You know, even if we wanted to make it faster, they have bread machines where you can bake your bread. You have bread made fresh. You can do it in your oven. I trust me, I watch YouTube videos, all that stuff, right? But the point is, because it's so convenient just to run into Walmart and buy 3 loaves of bread, 2 loaves of bread that's going to last you for the week, it takes more time and effort to bake some bread. You know what's going into it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know it'll be healthier for your family. It won't have the same shelf life. It's funny, I was having a talk with my daughter the other day, and I'm telling her my childhood memories of having to go with grandma to White Plains Road in the Bronx, to the little Jamaican area, 225th Street. We went to the meat market. We went to the we went to the fruit stand, and every couple of days you were doing this. It wasn't you shopped one day a week for the whole week. That did not exist because the food didn't last as long on the shelves back then. You had to literally shop either every day or every couple of days to replenish what you had because they didn't have all those ingredients in it. And my point is this. The scriptures tell us not to be slothful in business, but we also read in Proverbs 31 how the virtuous woman went afar, and going I don't want
She
to
made that run often.
She went afar in order to feed her family.
Right.
Meaning you would travel to great distances in order to give your family the best. And there were times where she would stay up late at night in order to labor with her hands, things of that nature. And it's all to take off the lazy spirit we have. The spirit we have now is a spirit of convenience. It's microwave. It's instant. We got to get it right now. I can't wait for the bread. Like how you said, the instant grits now is more popular, right?
Right.
Because the old grits took more time to make. So what's common is the instant grits. What's common is the stuff that's instant. But what we're seeing in all of these various posts about the food, it's hurting us. It's hurting us. But we're not. Even though Bishop has been over this a million times. Deacon Malachi has went into this extensively about the foods we eat. And we still, myself included, we still go for the quick fix. And it's literally killing us, man.
27.
Verse 27, read that.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 27. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness.
So she don't eat the bread of idleness. Jump up to 15,
Verse 15. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens.
Now this is very important. Because you made, Mother Shamar made mention of her grandmother waking up at 5 in the morning.
It was early.
The sun ain't up yet.
At night.
5 in the morning, the sun is not up yet. So while everyone is still asleep, she wakes up at 5 in the morning to make sure that the food is prepared. And we've discussed how they would sometimes cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner all in one shot. You're good for the entire day from one shot. We have to get back to that. We do a lot of videos on sisters that want traditional relationships with men that want traditional wives. But even with that desire that you have, come traditional practices.
It's true.
Traditional practices come along with that. That means the way you prepare food for your family is a traditional manner. It's not microwaving Hot Pockets and handing it to your kids.
Or Chinese food.
There's nothing traditional about that. Now you'll have the argument, well, I'm making food for my kids. No, but it's not traditional.
My kids eat every day.
You know, we tend to, I'm gonna ramble on. I'm gonna go on and on about that.
But my grandmother, for example, when she got up at 5, one of the reasons why is because we have air conditioning now. My grandmother, the house was not air conditioned. So when she was cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that was because in her wisdom, she understood that the house was going to be hot at 3 o'clock. She couldn't do that. And then it was all set out and prepared, and no one had to worry about it. So that way, she could wash her clothes. She could do different things like that.
That's where that phrase come from.
You just made mention of something. It brought me to something else. So there's a lot of reflecting going on this morning with me. I'm driving 2-3 days ago out of where I live, and I look at my neighbor's house, and the windows are open. And I said, "Wow." I don't open my windows like that.
I don't open my windows.
Like just randomly throughout the day. I know my wife does it when she cooks. She'll open the windows in the kitchen, things of that nature. But it was like the upstairs windows were open. I'm like,
breeze the house.
Air the house out.
But we're going back to that condition. Hey, the AC is running automatically, so it kicks in. So you don't think about it to air out and stuff like that, or to get that, God's air. The AC's kicking in.
Give me Esau air.
It takes my mind away from the laborious work of opening all these damn windows. But no, I'm just saying that the air conditioning being automatic makes it easier.
Yeah,
like you don't think about it.
We didn't have it.
You don't think about it.
Yeah, I know.
That is a lot of windows.
But this is the time that you do. Okay, but to your point, this is the time that you do that. Like springtime is the first time that you open up all the windows.
My window been open for a couple of days.
And then fall time is the time that you open because it's cool, and so you get all the fresh air, and you're not breathing out artificial air and things of that nature.
All that dust that's trapping and running it through that
open
damn.
Up the windows and air it out. And we don't have screen porches, but we used to have screen doors, and you have the door open. All of that breeze run through the house, and
that's how
that's
a
lot
cool.
of people.
That's how it stay cool.
A lot of people are sick now too because of the AC and all
right,
that.
because you're breathing, you're rebreathing the circulated dust and pathogens in the house. Nothing leaves out of the system.
Mites.
Look,
Yeah.
when you change your filters out, you be like, this is what we're breathing.
You should see the
What's
airplane
point?
filters.
Oh my God.
Say that again.
The airplane filters. We was watching a video and it was bacteria.
Oh.
After you breathe, what's coming through
That's
the
why
air.
everybody be sick on the
It was-
airplane.
Yeah, when you get off stuffy noses and stuff.
Somebody who works for the airline call in. I want to know when you first get on the plane and you're sitting down,
And that
what's
mist.
that mist?
Yeah. They pressurized the cabin.
Look, last week when I'm sitting, I've seen it before, but I'm
I
like,
want to cut that off.
I'm like, but it's throughout the whole plane.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell is this mist? Somebody call in, please. Oh yeah, you worked on the planes.
Yeah.
Ain't no damn.
Just spray it on up.
Look, it's just a disinfectant. We just spraying disinfectant all in your. Who else breathes disinfectant?
It don't smell like Fabuloso.
Zed's indoctrinated y'all. He indoctrinated y'all.
He trying to defend Esau, man. Esau giving him his pension.
I don't trust it.
Esau giving him his pension. He
The
said, I ain't
fact
messing
that
that
he's
up.
telling you that they recirculate the air
Yes,
and blow
that's
disinfectant in your face, that's just going past it. You're like, yeah, we recirculate the air, we just gonna blow this disinfectant in your nose. Like,
I don't
what?
trust it at all. I do not trust it.
What we got,
Before
y'all?
we leave, though, I wanted to talk about the diets.
Oh yes,
What
absolutely.
diets?
Well, eating healthier, because my Lord came back from men's conference and most of them were
Fat shamed?
changing what they're eating.
They were fat shamed. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, they were.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Shout out to Captain Shem, bro.
It makes
Shout
you
out to
think
Captain
about what you're eating and how you prepare your food, what oils you're cooking in, because if not, you're gonna gain more weight. And so the way we change eating is incorporating raw vegan. He lost like 10 pounds. So,
Who, your Lord?
Yeah, because you change what you're eating, the way you're cooking it, what you're putting your food in helps you lose weight. We cut out the white rice and stuff like that, and the pastas and bread, because it sits in your when
Sits
you
in your gut.
Ultra processed.
and when you eat raw vegan, you change the enzymes and bacteria of what's breaking down those foods in your stomach. So that's something everyone needs to start incorporating.
So you lost 10 pounds since men's conference?
Yeah,
That's a
All
lot.
praises.
Yeah.
All praises most
But it's changing.
People say that like disease runs in my family. It's more likely that bad eating habits run in your family.
That's right.
Yeah.
Most likely, right?
So you have to start to change that for the next generation in terms of eating better and healthy.
He's been craving bread so bad just watching videos of burgers. I'm like,
Listen, hey, but that we had this discussion yesterday. I told you I was talking with Deacon Joshua last week about it, and you go. Well, I can say personally, you go through these spurts where you start eating better. Like at the men's conference, Captain Shem shames you, and you start doing better, right? But it's the consistency.
Right.
I'll be good for like 2 months. We're down to the 1 meals a day and doing good, and then that craving hits.
yeah.
2 months later. What'd you call it? What's the pizza spot we go to? Pizza Wally.
Pizza Wally.
Knicks.
Ain't no we. Yeah, bro, we be at Pizza Wally, bro.
Hey, come on, stop.
I'm a snitch, y'all. I'm a snitch.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
That Pizza Wally be calling, man. I'm like, yo. Cat be like, what are you doing after this? I'll be like, shoot, dude, we going.
What is chicken shop name again? Where you name?
JJ's.
Cotton picking
No,
chicken.
no, not one. What? Remember the chicken shop we go to stay?
Gus?
And you never.
Gus's.
Oh, man, I love Gus chicken. I don't care.
Nobody better talk bad
You
about
better
my
not say nothing about no Gus chicken, bro.
Nah.
Don't say nothing bad about no Gus chicken, bro.
And Gus's in Memphis.
That's the one.
That's the one, bro.
I don't care what Gus is at. They fry that chicken.
It's better than one on North Side. It's better than that.
The
Gus's
one downtown?
is
I'm
better
talking about the
than
one.
that.
It's better than the one downtown.
I go
Atlanta?
to the one by where we hike.
Oh no, you gotta go to one downtown.
Nope.
Bruh. That gusset, I'm sorry. I know. We went from talking about eating healthy to like,
Man, them folks,
shoot.
You know how often I
Bruh,
fight
how
that
we-
half a
how
chicken
the
for $12, bro? I be
hell-
like,
How the hell we fall off the wagon in less than 2 seconds?
Because you had a craving.
No,
had
but
a craving.
I'm saying, I was with you. I was with you.
They go off the wagon.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go to
yeah,
God,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
these brother act like it's the best thing that ever
man, Gus
eat.
is
yo,
the
I'm
best
saying,
thing you ever ate.
Why Captain REA so quiet?
Yeah,
I'm listening to y'all.
Listen,
Hey, you can.
yo, Captain REA buy every parts on the chicken. Every parts on the chicken. I said, yo.
Half a chicken, $12 ain't no food, boy.
Hey,
How did it start?
Gus is fresh out that peanut oil, bro.
How did it start? It started
But
with
guess what? Can we see what some of the ingredients is? This ultra processed, because I think that's one of them. I think that's one of them.
Yo, man.
You never find a cereal though?
Read it.
Which part you want?
In general.
Yes, sir. In general, ultra-processed foods can be...
read that right now. I think about Gus's.
He gonna go to Gus's.
Read it, bro, so we can see Captain Shemaiah life. Go read it, bro.
In general, ultra-processed foods can be identified in a product if at least one item on its list of ingredients is characteristic of the ultra-processed food group, which is defined by the following. Ingredients commonly found in processed foods like sugars, fats, and preservatives. Additives designed to imitate natural unprocessed foods. Flavor enhancers. Colorings and other additives.
That's everything.
That's everything.
Everything.
Ingredients made through the synthesis of food
Constituents.
Constituents.
Yeah.
Like maltodextrin.
Can't pronounce it, can't eat it.
Right.
You can't eat constituents.
High fructose.
High fructose
corn syrup.
I got it.
Yes, sir.
Modified starch and hydrogenated fats.
Isn't bread mostly modified starch?
Yeah.
Mostly.
Damn.
That's why keto they say works.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
you don't eat the bread.
That's what the diet
That little
is,
bread
the
with that
keto
Gus's
diet.
chicken though.
Yeah, don't eat the
But you
bread.
know, over a certain age, women can't do keto.
Yeah,
Why?
it causes
They get
uric
keto
acid
cooch.
buildup and gout.
What?
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 Keto
Keto
cooch.
What is that? I'm talking about medically. What are you
That's-
talking
that's a-
about?
that's
just
a
came out of
medical
right
thing.
field,
You
bruh.
get a uric acid buildup.
It's
when
a
you
med.
do keto
It's a.
after
You said a
certain-
uric
and
acid
where the-
buildup?
No,
get
listen.
gout and
I
arthritis.
gotta give also Carmela credit.
know, yeah.
This Jew be knowing some stuff, man.
Can you
So
explain what that
explain
is?
keto cooch.
Part of the extra acid, it manifests in the mouth and in the vagina.
Keto coochie.
From lack of
That's
what?
not good,
Or-
bro.
From the buildup of the acid from
Yeah.
eating so much, because a lot of meat is with the
Can
keto.
we pull it up?
And it's
Pull it up.
It's a
Pull it up.
byproduct.
Gout and
Hold
uric
up.
acid.
Look at
all
that. Infant
Hold up.
formulas is
Arthritis,
ultra.
all that.
Look, that's why your kids skinny, because they gave all their babies Similac, and all them babies built the exact same.
Infant formula.
Ultra processed food.
So infant formula. Hold on, whoa. Infant formula is
Wow.
ultra processed food.
This what it said. Examples of ultra processed food.
Wait, hold on. Look at the one right above infant formula. Hold on.
Pre-prepared meals such as pizza,
Oh shit.
hot dogs, chicken nuggets, and fish sticks. Damn, I eat the pizza. Out of that, the only thing I eat is the pizza.
Ninja noodles. Instant soups, margarine.
Everything.
Look, Cat, look, he go home and purge his whole refrigerator.
We gonna have colorectal
No,
cancer.
it says pre-prepared. Oh no, we get it freshly prepared.
What you think they got?
DiGiorno, no more DiGiorno.
Yeah, I ain't talking about DiGiorno. I don't eat that stuff. Nah.
Meal replacement beverages.
Oh,
Hey, sports and
Almost
energy
missed it.
drinks.
Oh, we be selling people Gatorade. Everything on.
Gatorade is bad for you.
damn.
Mass-produced ice cream.
Hey, Captain B, no more energy drinks, bro.
Man, the only time I drink that energy when I'm driving, man.
Wow.
That
You
stuff
ain't,
ain't good,
you ain't gonna
man.
talk about my pizza and Gus's.
So how many of Americans are sick? 58% of Americans do what?
Candies.
That's me right there.
Sweets.
And you know, and the thing is, for me, the most weight is lost is once you give up the sugars.
Yeah, the sugar. Yeah.
Like
That-
I be good.
And the mass produced, what it say, packaged bread,
Right.
baked goods, hydrogenated
everything.
fats. That's your peanut oils. That lovely,
No, not
But
peanut
no,
oil.
lovely
Peanut oil, not
oil.
peanut oil.
What
And
was that?
avocado
What's that?
oil.
Canola and
So peanut oil is
and
good.
vegetable
It's good
oil.
because
Avocado
it's
oil.
natural. Peanut oil, coconut oil,
Olive oil is good.
oils,
And
like
avocado
that.
oil.
So
Avocado
check
Not your
oil.
corn.
We have to double check that
But
peanut
corn
oil.
syrup, vegetable oil,
That's
Olive
right.
Canola
those
oil.
canola oils are not good.
right.
They
Those are
put
all strips.
saturated packs on your arteries that cause high blood pressure when you cook with like olive oil, canola oil. That's the
Not olive oil, though, right?
no olive oil too is not supposed to be cooked at a high temperature. It's a
Yeah, each oil is supposed to be good.
Yeah.
Olive oil you're supposed to eat
if not,
raw.
it's not processed and broke down properly if you cook it too high.
Yeah.
But if you read the bottle, it tells you that.
Yeah.
You know black folks don't read.
Okay,
No.
my bad.
Hell wrong with you?
Hey,
Tell me to read my stuff before I eat it.
Cap,
The hell?
the cereal right there. That's the cereal up there.
It's
What is?
Back up some. Back up.
Back it up.
Look what it.
That look nasty.
What is that?
Glue.
Wait. Go back up. Get her read the title. It's not coming in clear.
That's not
You
it.
gotta zoom back out.
From gummy bears to bread. Dang.
Is that the article you wanted, Cap?
The food coloring.
The food coloring? No, that's not.
Nah, he said
it turned to chicken.
It turned to
Yo, hey, find it. It's there for real.
That cereal's a damn
When the
chicken water.
When the pour,
That
yeah.
cereal's a
When you
transgender.
pour the water on it, turn
That's
into a
just a
chicken
coloring.
sandwich.
That's just a coloring thing.
That cereal down with the LGBT.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oil is good.
Hey,
too.
find it for me.
Flip it and flop.
Grapeseed oil is also good. Yeah.
Okay, so back to
Country
that. Y'all just talking about the oils, right?
Cereal chicken.
So you're saying olive oil shouldn't be cooked
Not high.
Not at high
Not
temperature.
at a high. Like
like a stir
Yeah, you
fry.
can do
or
a
something.
stir fry, but not like to fry something in it.
Europe,
Olive
they just
oil-
kind of drizzle it over and
Right.
do it
Yeah,
room temperature.
olive oil should be used like salad.
Yeah, you put on your salad. Yeah.
Grapeseed
Oh,
oil
gotcha.
also.
Yeah, with mixed with red
Coconut-
wine vinegar, good salad dressing.
Yes, coconut oil and peanut oil are good at high temperature.
So you can cook your
Yes.
stuff in peanut oil or coconut oil.
And coconut oil.
But
If
not
not,
corn oil or
No.
vegetable
No,
oil.
you shouldn't be using that at all.
At all,
It
right,
clogs
right,
your
right,
arteries,
right,
and that's
Yes.
what leads to heart
Those are
disease.
byproducts of something else that's not food.
I've been prepping the wrong thing.
And vegetable oil is the worst, even though it say vegetable oil is not made from vegetables.
Right, yeah, that I did.
That's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah, you find it? Yeah. And
Found
then
it?
That's why them scriptures is real.
Can chickens eat cereal?
Defile, everything defiled.
Defiled. Everything is
I don't know what you're looking at.
Never seen this series.
Let's go. I know we got a bunch of articles still.
Okay,
Yeah, let's go back to our
Hey,
articles,
hey,
man.
real quick. Keto crotch is a condition that some people notice on the keto diet. Its symptoms are very similar to bacterial vaginosis, including discharge and a strong odor. How do I get rid of keto crotch? Do not douche.
Say that again.
Put that up on the screen.
Yeah, put it up on the screen.
Look up keto crotch. Whoa.
That's the keto
So
crotch.
all these women on keto diet.
Right, her smelling a little tangy.
That's another term. That's another way of saying you're smelling yourself, ain't you?
Keto crotch.
Wow. Oh shoot. Damn. You said
What?
Thick got keto crotch.
Oh,
Sick
no.
of legit.
I'm gonna spit out my teeth.
What?
You gotta
You
read
said that's why
that.
Thick ain't here today?
I'm gonna spit out my teeth.
Wait, the tech team onto something. Hold on.
Dick can't call in for herself. I'm like,
Wait.
Hey, she can't defend herself.
yeah, she can't call in for herself.
Wait. So, Thick lost her phone, right?
Yeah.
That's why she ain't call out today, huh? She a no call, no show. Matter of fact, we ain't talk about that,
Yeah,
Kev.
we
You
don't
remind me.
touch
Lord have mercy.
Thickalicious a no call, no show. Play that theme again.
And then thick-
Now read the article.
Is keto crotch real? People use the term keto crotch if they notice that their vaginal discharge and odor grows stronger while following the keto diet.
Damn. So all you keto sisters,
Wow.
we gonna start looking at y'all a little differently now.
Stay home.
Your keto changes your man's libido.
Stay home.
Bars.
Bars. He don't.
Wow.
Your
So-
keto changing his libido.
Hey, so what?
Then talking about he don't want to lay down with me.
You smell like keto.
Yeah,
He
smell
said
like
he gonna go there. He gonna sleep downstairs.
Just don't come through
I
security.
was sleeping on the couch
smelling
tonight, baby.
keto.
Maybe that's what it is. They trying to
Hey,
lose.
so
They
what's-
trying to burn the fat, and they on the
No.
keto, and they got the keto crotch.
So
They don't-
Carmela,
they
what's the
don't
fix?
How
What
you
they say?
fix it?
Uh-huh.
Don't come through security with keto.
But
Some
you already
have.
touched it
You've
with the
already
glove.
touched
That's
Was
my
wet.
trauma. Yeah, that's my
Oh
trauma.
yeah.
It says use a topical coconut oil rather than douche, and use a natural
No,
topical.
you gotta break down. You gotta read the thing.
It says, what are you? Additional tips if you're experiencing keto crotch. Number one.
No,
Dude.
read it from the vaginosis. Go back to the beginning. We gotta. We. He reading something different.
Oh, yo, I was reading this.
how to fix
They got it right there.
got
It's
the
the same
real one.
thing. It's in right there. Keto crotch symptoms include strong smelling vaginal odor and white discharge. However, these
bacterial
symptoms
vaginosis.
may indicate bacterial vaginosis. That's
Please
what I
watch
said.
my hygiene video.
That's what it said. It's similar.
Bring it out.
It's similar to bacterial
But,
vaginosis.
okay,
No. Keep reading.
Oh my God.
Bacterial vaginosis is the most common cause of vaginal discharge in females between 15 and 44 years old. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention Center estimate that 21.2 million females between 14 and 49 years of age in the United States have this condition.
Go down.
No, that's what he want after symptoms of BV.
So that's
Yeah,
wait, hold on, wait.
Whoa.
So that's kind of like what Nick Cannon was talking about.
Yep.
When he said, "Hey, the majority of y'all women stink."
Yep.
Kind of what he said. He said, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
sister be stinking up the please the crotch."
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Damn.
we're gonna just go through this. Symptoms of BV include thin vaginal discharge that may look white or gray, burning, itching, or pain around the vagina, a strong fishy odor, a burning feeling when urinating. As the symptom of
So you brothers that's proving a sister.
Hey, sis, you on keto, sis?
That you gotta. That's one of the questions in your proving process. You gotta ask.
You on keto?
You on keto, girl?
Sis, you ever did keto? Because there might be some remnants of gray and white.
Hey,
crustacean.
Hey, Aqua, you do keto, Aqua?
You know what I've seen though?
Please watch the hygiene video.
Right.
Please watch it.
You be on keto.
You said you've seen it on where you pat down on security?
No, I'm not getting traumatized by that. Just stay home.
That's her trauma.
But no, let me tell you, chlorophyll in your water makes you smell better too.
It's an internal deodorant.
Yeah, you don't stink like armpits, breath.
So how do you go about doing that?
Really?
You get a little
chlorophyll?
chlorophyll because you know it's for plants. You put that in your water.
Right.
You can do that. Change.
Hey, hold on. Everybody be quiet. All you sisters need to pay attention to this part right here.
Yeah, that's what I say. How you do that?
Sister Hanan.
Drink some of your tea. Clear your throat. Clear your throat.
Yeah, clear your throat. Because right now you sound like raspy rasp.
Oh,
get some
Please watch the DOS hygiene
That too,
video.
yes,
Please.
Mandatory.
But chlorophyll.
Yeah, you gotta make these things mandatory, man.
Yeah.
Please watch it.
Nah, remember the sister was watching Titus 2 while texting.
Exactly.
Yeah, texting other man's.
she was watching the tight
They don't
ass
watch
2. That's what
Titus
she was
2.
at. She was watching tight ass 2, not Titus 2. Tight ass 2.
But you know how we put deodorants on and stuff that clogs your armpits and it has aluminums and stuff in it that's not good for your body.
Some of y'all need that
But
aluminum.
chlorophyll
Y'all
in
need
your
two
water,
doses of aluminum.
like natural, pill form, naturally.
So chlorophyll.
Yeah, it gives your body a natural. Smell.
Really?
Yeah, not
So,
like the perfume.
so for all of y'all that be doing that natural change, y'all just want to go natural, no deodorant. You better be using that chlorophyll.
Smell like a mountain man.
Stay home.
Smell like a mountain man.
Put lime up under your arm. Lime,
that
lime
works
also keep you.
Put 2 on.
Some people can't. Some people have to gradually go into it and detox.
Yeah, nah,
some
some
people think that they can just do
cold
it like
turkey.
cold turkey
Some,
and nah.
Don't work like
some
that.
of y'all gotta
Doesn't work
start
like
that
that.
Mitchum deodorant. Y'all need that
Yeah,
jelly.
it can't. It doesn't work that way.
Y'all need sealant paint.
Yeah, it's a process.
Like what holds out moisture and water in a building. Just paint your pit.
Stucco.
Just paint your pit.
That's so bad.
Drywall that bitch.
Oh my Lord. That
Cal,
is
you gotta
terrible.
show them how to run the mud.
Oh, that is terrible.
You gotta run some mud up on.
Spackle that joint.
When we talk about this, is so embarrassing, so
But it is
embarrassing.
necessary.
But it is
yeah.
necessary.
Yeah.
And when you have celebrities now talking about the smell of women, and obviously he's around some pretty influential women. So the smell is indicative of the curse that is upon us, and that it needs to be fixed. But
Yes.
In the world, the real pretty ones was always the.
Hey, I remember. This is way back in the world. One of my homeboys, he was Northern Kingdom. He said, "I don't deal with black girls because they stink." And I was really offended. And I was like, "Yo, bro, what the hell are you talking about? I'm going off on him." And because he made that classification. I was like, racist and all that. It was a big thing. But the point is that now fast forwarding, and we know the foods that we eat, we understand the conditions we live in. All of that plays a factor with some who have odors, and we have to consider that. Just because a new diet comes out don't mean you need to jump on it. You need to, do your research and talk to other sisters. Take the Titus 2 classes.
Consult with your physician.
Yeah, man.
That's what we tell brothers
stuff.
all the time. Consult with your physician.
And that's how I found out that keto is bad for women over the age of like 45 because I was doing keto for a little bit, but I already suffered from migraines, but it was worse. Like nothing was working. So I called my doctor. I was like, I can't get rid of this damn headache. And she was like, what have you done? What, change your diet. And I was like, oh, I'm doing keto. She was like, no, you're not. And then she started going, she was like, because with the hormone changes, meat has too many processes. We need more fiber. She was like, put more fiber in your diet. She was like, that keto is not good for any woman over because of the way our bodies are changing with the hormones and things of that nature. So if you over like the age of 45, keto is not good for you.
Just told me that.
Whatsoever. So I got a question, because when I think of fiber, I think of like wheat berries, and I think of
kale.
Yeah, like what's the brand cereal? What's that again?
Raisin Bran.
Fiber, green fruit.
Yeah,
fruits and vegetables. That's what it's fruits and vegetables.
So fiber is not just the coarse. Outside of a sugar cane.
Chia seeds, flax seeds, fruits, vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables.
Okay. I mean, it's funny. Everything you're saying, I have it in my cabinet, but I don't
eat it. You don't eat them, huh?
There's pizza.
Gus chicken.
Who said it? Just pizza.
And don't forget the Gus's chicken, sister. You offended me.
More mangoes, like for instance, recently when the girls get up, I make them eat like fruits. I don't let them eat something else. I be like, here, get some grapes, or here's a mango, or something like that. And then
mango's good for you too.
Yeah, so if you eat like fruits in the morning on an empty stomach, it helps clean.
Those are actually good carbs. They'll kickstart the digestive process, and
because all of that has fiber in it.
So so what you're saying is no pizza and Gus's in the morning.
Simple carbs, simple sugar.
Not in the morning.
That's it.
Yeah,
banana and orange. Good in the morning before you eat anything.
Hey, first and foremost, start off with a glass of water.
Water. Yep. And drink your glass of water right after this commercial break.
Right.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. Let me get myself together.
Just let me know what you want me to do. Tell me, just so you won't be alone.
It's All About Fashion is here to teach you a feasible trade that can be passed on from generation to generation, bringing one's talent and creation to life from pattern to material to runway, giving a revival to women and men who are born creators. Classes can be booked one-on-one or online. Please also check us out for our Sip and Stitch pop-up shops.
Do you understand what you're reading? Sometimes you need a little help to connect the dots. The Precept Bible. Gain the perspective. Now you can stand tall, knowing.
Shalom, the ending of wars, trading card game, the Holy Knights, Philistine Force. What flag will you raise? Available now on HebrewChronicles.com/store.
Let me get myself together.
Just let me know what you want me to do. Tell me. Just say
Uzziah, be
Hey, listen. Listen.
Hey.
Put the call through. Put the Zoom call through.
No, tell her call back. Tell her call back.
Think of it. You gotta play her song. And
Play her theme song.
I'm locking this door too.
She over here, Cap. She over here.
Hey, and don't forget, Pretty Modest Things. Y'all support that. Y'all need to wash. Keto crotch. Use the oil.
We back. We
got a Zoom call.
We said we were talking about keto crotch.
Yeah.
We're talking about keto crotch. And all of a sudden,
somebody called.
Somebody appears.
Yeah. We got Zoom.
Somebody appears outside our doors, trying to defend her keto crotch.
Sister, way out the spirit. Her and her keto crotch.
Okay. We got a Zoom call.
Shalom, caller. What's your name, question, or comment? What do you want?
Shalom, prophet.
Sister, what do you want, sister?
Where you at?
Okay, I was late today, right? And I was really trying to get here. I almost ran a prophet off the road.
Word. Is that right?
But I was here. I've been in the lobby watching your show. It was an amazing show.
So why you didn't come
and
in
I was
yet?
here.
Where are you?
What time you get here?
What time you get here?
Thou shalt not lie.
After 10.
After 10?
Oh, fibulicious.
Yes, like 10.
So why you didn't come in? Come in.
Well, I tried to come back, but security was like, no, you got to stay out. So I'm like, okay. But then they fed me breakfast. Breakfast was delicious. Shout out to the breakfast team.
She remembers breakfast.
Hey, was it keto? Was it keto?
Come on. No, it wasn't keto. Keto not good for us. At least my age group, keto not good.
Come on back, sister. Stay on the phone.
Look how happy she was to say a diet didn't work. Is not for her.
She showed
So, sis, we got you 2 child chairs.
Yeah.
Because you got to come sit. It's 2 of them, 1 for each cheek.
A lot of dick to sit.
Shalom is.
There you go.
A lot of.
It's not even
Hang up.
Just hang. Yeah.
That's a lovely dress, Delicious.
Why something always happening to you?
Put your chairs together. Put your chairs together. I don't want you to fall.
Right in between.
I don't want you to fall. I don't want you to fall. I don't want you to fall.
Like a penguin.
Reinforced.
I don't want you
like
to
a
fall.
penguin.
Put it together, sis. I don't want you to fall.
No, she good. She good.
She got to get a mic. She got to get a mic.
Oh
Where's
my
the mic?
goodness, sit down.
Give it a mic. Rita, give it a mic, Rita.
Okay, yes, it's a delay. Can we get Rita? Can we give her the mic because she has to explain herself?
It won't reach.
It won't reach.
Huh?
There you go. Talking to the mic over there, Mel.
Talk loud. Talk. Hold on.
Slide over. Slide over.
10.
Careful.
We got Thickalicious is in the house.
Sickalicious.
She is.
Fibbalicious.
We start at 10 o'clock. So she is 2 hours and 17 minutes late.
Wow.
Wow.
Go to the mic, Thick.
Lean to it.
Yeah,
Look. She ain't on the mic when she right here.
I know.
You're right.
But yeah, I was running late, so I'm sorry, y'all.
Word.
And then I couldn't come in because security was like, no.
Don't
you gotta
blame
stay
security.
out. But I was watching, and they fed me.
So it's security's fault? It's security's fault. Talking to the mic. Talking to the mic.
She's still on.
No,
They fed
it's
her
my
part.
fault.
The hell is
Because I
this?
never get to eat breakfast at first. I usually eat after the show, so it was hot.
That was
It
new?
delicious.
That was new for you?
That was new for
A
Are
hot
you giving
breakfast?
up? Are you giving up your keto diet?
You know, I can't do keto. My age, I can't do keto.
listen,
Keto not good for me.
Dick said breakfast was hot and delicious.
It was. I wasn't supposed to say nothing. It was. Though.
Why are you late? Why are you late?
I can't with the
Sir,
sister,
I
man.
overslept.
Talking to the mic.
She
Talking
said
to the mic.
overslept.
Why? Because you ain't had no phone to set no alarm?
You heard about the crackhead got my phone?
Why something always happening to you?
That's what I'm saying.
Why you
be in
always
the
hanging
house,
with
son.
crackheads?
Yeah, you be where crackheads be at.
Find
You
your
trying to get
phone.
the crackheads to repent?
No.
You
what
dealing
it was
crack?
is, I went.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Are you a crack dealer?
You smoke crack, don't you?
I went to the gas station that I shouldn't have went to, and then I laid my phone down.
The gas station we told you not to go to.
Yeah, because it's not like a QT.
The nigga gas stations. Okay.
Yeah, and I went and I sat my phone down. I was rushing, and then
who does that?
I got a
Who
question
does
for
that?
You went to the Chevron, You went to the Chevron.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Why, when we tell you to do something, you always go contrary to what we tell you
don't
to
say
do?
it like that now.
Don't say always.
Always.
Don't say it like that.
Every damn time.
No, this wasn't one.
Explain yourself, woman.
No,
She take no counsel. She take no counsel.
This
You're
wasn't
hanging out by
one
the crack house.
No.
It's no crack. Don't you?
She at the Chevron.
You're letting crackheads move in with you.
at the Chevron.
I live by the hood though.
You was at the Chevron.
Yeah, it's the hood one. And the crackhead got me, so I couldn't call him.
How'd it get you?
Because I put my
He's
phone
smoking.
down.
You traded a candy bar for your phone?
Hey, he's smoking his phone right now.
He can't even do nothing with my phone, evil self. It was the iPhone.
So what'd you do?
You know they know how to jailbreak
I ain't did
that
nothing.
stuff.
I called them and canceled it, but then they haven't sent me another phone. Something about my bill.
Wait. Hold on.
So you,
hold on.
so you ain't paid a bill.
Right, so they won't send me a phone. Yes,
Don't you
sir.
have two phones?
Okay, so
Talking to the mic.
y'all were telling me about the two phones, and I really didn't need the two phones.
Cause you were trapping.
Right.
You were
so
trapping out the other
I
phone.
let the other phone go. As soon as I let the other phone go, the crackhead get
But
me
you
now
still
without
got
the
it?
phone.
Hold on.
I just
Hold
let,
on.
I let the service go off.
Dickalicious said,
Yes, sir.
they ain't sent me a new phone. It's something about my bill.
They were saying about the outstanding balance. I'm like, man.
Oh, man.
But so you're irresponsible. You're not only late, you're irresponsible in that area too.
I can't deal with the. I can't. I'm trying to be
Come on,
upset,
Dick.
and I can't even be upset with this woman, man.
No, you can't. You can't.
Don't say it like that.
Don't say
Why
it
you
like that.
why you just don't turn the other phone on the server?
Huh?
So, okay, now that would make sense, right? But then the phone dropped and it's cracked. So I'm
Nah,
still
you
gonna
got
need
too
another
much.
phone.
Mama, you gotta help these sisters.
There's too much stuff going on.
The whole
You gotta
screen
help these
cracked.
sisters, mama.
So,
This is a bunch of unbelievable circumstances.
You need a fanny
Dick
pack.
always got a tall
Hey,
story.
go sit down, man.
You need
Go
a
sit
fanny
down.
pack.
Tall story.
Tall tale.
Go sit over there, man.
Why she gotta sit by me? I don't want that to rub off on me.
Into the thick of
Keto
it.
crotch and bad luck.
Damn.
Get my water.
Oh,
You look beautiful, though. You look
I
beautiful.
tell you.
Sick-alicious.
I'm better now, though.
Put your headphones on.
Okay.
You can't hear the comment.
And then I ain't have but one earring. I'm telling you, it's been a hard morning. I almost
One
ran the
earring.
prophet
It look
up.
like
Yeah.
a Dungeon and Dragon dice
And
in your ear.
you almost killed the prophet.
I almost ran him off the road
How
trying
you
to
was
get
the
here.
prophet?
Because it turned into the school. It was Officer Benediah. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I was blowing my horn and
What's going on
everything.
with this
I did
system,
not know
man?
he was coming here.
Hey, what
Blowing a horn behind
Girl, yes. Get
Hey,
out my
sis.
way. I'm late. But
Oh,
it's the prophet.
That's road rage.
Sis, what tribe are you?
No,
Judah.
All day.
You don't know.
I don't know.
No.
Nephtali.
No, Manasseh.
Look, the sister gonna say, don't call Nephtali.
She Manasseh.
Oh, yeah.
Manasseh.
Okay, Manasseh.
Manasseh. Oh, damn.
Okay, Manasseh.
I grew up with knowledge and
Wisdom and understanding.
wisdom and understanding.
Anybody
and I'm
playing
from the
with
tribe
y'all?
of Manasseh.
That was
Cap.
priceless.
Cap.
That was priceless.
Hey, you should have seen Cap.
Priceless.
I wasn't even melted the flow.
When she said that, well, you should have seen Cap.
What was the face?
Yeah, that was priceless.
That was priceless.
So you right now?
I'm good. And I missed y'all. I missed y'all. Cause remember I was sick, so but I was only sick for one day.
Full of crabs.
No, you know the protocol, you can't come back.
So
but-
you was backed up, and then your toxins was reintroducing themselves because you wasn't using the bathroom.
Short
regularly?
story. It's so hard to work.
Tall
with.
story.
No. Jake, she's so evil to work for, and she pulls me in the office and she talking crazy about my time, and I got about
You was
$200
late there?
worth
You
of
was
time.
late. Was you late there?
Nope.
No, she was saying I was abusive with my time, but it's sick days.
What
So
does
how
that
can
mean?
you? That's what I said. Like, how can I be abusive if it's sick time? So the Most High literally allowed me to get sick talking to her. Like, she was talking to me about my time, and then I literally got sick, and then I went and took a test, and they said it was positive, and I got 10 days.
Word.
And I was only sick a half a day.
Dick was just so tickled by that. She said they were talking to me about my sick days, and I got proof I could be out sick for 10 days.
She said
And they pay you.
for half a
And they
days.
pay you. So I've been cleaning up my house.
Yeah,
I've been organizing. So yes, I'm very excited. And she was very annoyed. It's like,
Good for you.
Can we take the caller before we end?
Yeah.
Delicious.
You guy, you ready? Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name, question, or comment?
Shalom, my name is Sister Yadira.
Shalom, sis.
Shalom, sis.
Where you from?
Where you from,
Shalom.
sis? Where you from?
I live in Tucson, but I'm at the Phoenix camp.
Okay,
Okay. All praises. Shout out to Deacon Yahshua and the whole camp.
That's right.
What you got to say, sis? What's your comment? What's your question or comment?
Okay, well, my question is for Sister Iona.
Yes, ma'am.
She can hear you.
Okay, so my mom has been really sick after she got the vaccine.
Sis, turn down the volume on your computer or your listening device. If you can, turn it down a little bit. Get to hear you. All right, she can hear you, sis.
Okay. So, and she lost a lot of weight, and I know Sister Iona and her Lord helped Bishop gain weight back. I wanted to know what her recommendations were.
Captain Barnabas.
Just like what we do. We just show, like, we go by Bishop, also show him how to make some natural drinks like
juice,
blend the carrot mixed with the beetroot, you understand, for real, and what again? And like the food,
juice.
you understand, the food. No. She want
the onions had
gain
him up
back
in the third
weight.
heavens.
Like eat pop chai mixed with cabbage, you understand? Put both of them together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Pumpkin. These are the things what we
like
do.
real ingredients.
Yeah.
Natural starches.
No rice. I use bulgur. I don't know if you guys know bulgur, but that more better.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying?
Pumpkin.
Yeah, use pumpkin,
That's the natural
pumpkin,
starch.
and
Bulgur wheat instead of rice.
Potatoes, red potatoes. Yam.
Rice and potatoes.
And yam.
yeah, use the red onion too. The red onion more
Okay.
better. You know what I'm saying?
Red onion.
Yeah.
All praises.
All right, all praises. Anything else, sis?
That for now.
No, that's it.
All right, all praises.
All
Thank you for your
praises.
call,
Thank you for your
sis.
call, man.
Okay, thank you guys. Have a good
You too.
feast.
Soup,
Happy
shalom.
feast. Happy New Moon.
Happy New Moon, sis.
Hey, and real
Soup,
quick.
remember the soup too, yeah.
Fish
soup.
soup.
The
Fish
fish
soup.
soup. I use like, turnip, you know what I'm saying? Turnip, pumpkin, chocho. I don't know if you know chocho.
Chocho,
a lot of the earth vegetables.
Yeah, herbs thing like, you know what I'm saying? Those things will help. Those things will help.
Okay. Root vegetables.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
No,
All right,
you're
sis.
welcome.
Hey, and real quick, if we could just touch back on that food thing, because I know to turkey back off of what sis was saying about the oils and the things of that nature that's not supposed to be in our bodies the way we cooking it. You should do a cleanse.
Yes.
A lot of us don't know. It's not natural to us to cleanse the inside, because on the outside we cleanse the body every night, every day, every night, right? But we never really cleanse the inside. That's why we spoke about them toxins. They stay inside your body. They change your physical the makeup inside of you, and they turn into diseases. So you must do a cleanse. I would recommend every other month you should do a cleanse.
Right. I thought about you yesterday.
The thing, no.
And especially, I'm sorry,
every 3
if
months.
Especially if you want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight too, you should do a cleanse to rid your body of those toxins and those things that's stuck. A lot of times you got old food stuck in your in your large intestines, just sitting there.
Hey, Cap.
So it's better you do a cleanse, get it out.
You go even for like what you said, Cap. Think about a lot of you brothers and sisters that are repented. All the old pork that's still in your system.
Damn! All the old
shrimps and crabs and
I'm
oysters.
serious. The old catfish that's in your system. A lot of y'all raised in the South eating coon and things of that nature that's still in your system. A lot of those foods that you were consuming have hookworms in them. Pork worms, pinworms. Beef even has worms. So these things you guys have to, they're still in your system.
Right.
Okay, so you want to flush yourself with one thing you could do, papaya, or they say pawpaw, the seeds. a 3-day cleanse. You can grind the seeds up, add honey, and you'll see the candida worms in your stool.
Damn.
3 days.
I had to pill for pinworms.
Yeah, you get it. You'll notice it'll decrease a lot of the bloat that sits around your midsection too.
Yep.
3 days, you'll see it.
And
in the stool.
candida, that's a lot of yeast inside
you
your
fat brothers,
stomach.
you fat sisters,
They
do
get
a
that stuff
cleanse.
out.
And it goes right back to growing up in the islands, at least. Parents would give their children washout, cod liver oil. So you would get a washout. You know what I'm talking about, right, Cat B?
Gosh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So your parents taught you how to cleanse, or they would give you, give you Cersei. They give you, and it makes you go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
it flushes you out.
Yesterday, I was thinking about Cap because he always say to cleanse, but there's a guy. And I was listening to because he got a new commercial on the black.
We got 1 minute.
Yeah. Anyway, one of the foremost herbal doctors in America has a store here in Atlanta on Camilton Road, and he said you come in that store, he can help you fix anything that you got going on.
Really?
I want
with
that
natural remedies. Yeah.
I want that number.
We should go over there as a congregation.
Yeah.
Well,
Is Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you never said nothing, bro?
Cause y'all don't be listening to me.
You got the devil on you.
One of the Benji sisters, she do have like a colon, kidney, and liver cleanse because there's like metals and stuff.
You talking about Sister Joanna?
Yeah, that get also.
Is that questionable?
That's a trauma.
It's not questionable.
It's a trauma.
It's a process.
Rough.
It's a rough.
Very rough.
It's a rough cleanse.
It's rough.
So like
drink all that oil.
colonics are good and different things like, but like if for health reasons, I don't know if you go to the doctor to have a colonoscopy, that's a whole process too, to see the health of your intestines and things like that.
Especially with them saying
that make your skin break out. All that.
processed foods giving men colorectal cancer. So
So it's important to have that examination. Yeah.
JJ's.
Pizza.
I have crazy
Chicken.
things that I'm supposed to use make my stuff. So I buy them, but I don't even cook it as yet. You know what I'm saying, for real. So I have all the bushes.
Somebody said cod liver oil trauma. I'm right there with you.
Yep.
I got some.
Carmela,
now
sir.
I'm thinking I got some trauma stories. Yeah, let's end it.
Do you have a cod liver yet? Take the pills.
Yeah.
The pills more better. The pills, but for drink it, oh my God.
I never had a problem with cod liver oil.
You drink it, boy.
No, take it. those are glassy pills. Like glassy. Yeah, you take like 3 of them. They work. They help you, man.
It was a spoonful.
Yeah, spoonful. Yeah, I had the spoonful.
You have to stop your breath with that thing.
well,
See, cod liver oil wasn't a problem. The porridge and the grits.
Oh, here we go.
That's grits. That's the devil.
And
No.
potato
You know
salad.
what I'm saying?
No.
The devil.
You said potato salad?
The food poisoning from potato
liver.
salad.
No,
You had
liver.
everywhere.
Hold
You
up.
potato salad.
Hold up.
No.
Liver was
Raisins
a
in
problem
there,
too. Liver was a problem too.
No, I was going
Liver is of the devil. We were supposed to burn. We were supposed to
Bro, I
burn the
can't eat
liver on
that
the
thing.
altar.
Liver.
right. So that's the lower portion. That's the fat of the Lord. You ain't supposed to eat that. Leave that alone.
Hey,
Come on, Camilla.
what animal liver came from?
All of them.
No, it's the beef.
Every animal got a liver.
Yeah.
Everything got a liver.
How you know?
Who tell you
How
that?
you know?
Everything got a liver.
Oh Lord, don't get
Come on,
Captain
we
B
gotta go,
started.
man.
Let's go.
We gotta go. Come on.
Well, if you need to do a washout, do it before you come to our school at 691 Highway 138.
Arrell, play your beat.
In Riverdale, Georgia. Come down and learn your nationality and learn how to keep the high holy days of the Most High God, like the day of the blowing of the memorial
That's right.
trumpets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. If you want to donate to help Kev get rid of his anxiety, you can donate at iuic.atlanta at israelunite.org. You help Officer Lish out. And if you want to donate to keep the prophets moving throughout the earth promoting this glorious gospel, you can donate at iuic.fundraising at israelunite.org. And if you can't do any of those things, you can at least cut on your TV, your phone, and you can watch IUIC TV with exclusive content for only $1.99 a month. And if you can't do that, we got multiple YouTube channels with multiple shows every day of the week, multiple times. All right? So there's no excuse for your lack of cap.
Hey, we just want to thank all the brothers behind the scene. We have officers Elisha, Zakai, Zedaniah, Malachi, Netremiah, Adino, Kenaniah, Arel, Emmanuel, soldiers Nehemiah, Uzziah, Uzzah, Caleb, Heman, and soldier New Guy. And And we got I want to thank the sisters in the kitchen, Sister LaShawn from the house, Officer Carmela, Sister Phoebe, Sister Caprice, and Sister Yohavid. Thank you for the breakfast. All praise to the Most High. We thank all of you brothers and sisters for tuning in. And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.